Hello, hello. All right, we're here to do some readings. I'm still working with my tarot and angel card deck. So hello, Julie, welcome in. As a subscriber, you get 3 cards. If you are sharing, I'll write your name down and I'll pull you up 2 cards for free. And then if you don't share, thank you. If you don't share, you can still get 1 card. That's absolutely no problem at all. And I'm also doing paid readings, so you can check that out in my bio. All right. It's as little as $11.11, and if you want to join us as a subscriber, you get free every time you're here, which is also amazing. So thank you, Julie. So Julie, we'll pull you up 5 cards, okay? That's how many you get in a 11/11 reading. So Juju, Leanne, thank you. Hello and welcome in. All right, I'll just keep track of our shares there. All right, Julie, do you have a question? So you can also ask 1 question with your spread. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yay. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Kev. So Juju, what is your question? You're a subscriber, so you get priority. So the way it goes is if you're doing a paid, you get priority, then it goes to subs, and then it goes to shares. Okay? And then everybody else. So just waiting upon your question. I'm going to start your reading. Juju. Sammy's? Is it always the same question? Do I keep doing what I'm doing? Or switch it up? Okay. Sounds like 2 questions. So I'm going to ask, do I keep doing what I'm doing? Okay. And let's see what the cards say. Yes, you can ask a yes and no. I'm just prioritizing people that shared first. And they get 2 cards. And I put you on the list, and then I'll get to everybody else. Okay. So do I keep doing, I think you're talking about career here. Okay, so you're welcome. So just have patience. So the first 2 cards that you have here, Julie, one is Justice, okay? So you're asking about career, should you keep doing the same thing? You have fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right, which is interesting. Stand up for your beliefs. So it's fighting a little bit for what it is that you want. Like, what are you... I have my dog here in the background. What are you desiring the most right now? And that's kind of what's going to bring you the most balance. I think it's taking action on something that you really want to be doing. If you don't want to be doing this anymore, then it's time to bring in more balance and take action on something else, okay? But it's not really decided yet because it's like you're still figuring that out, okay? Then you have 9 of Water. Your wish comes true. Concerns fade away. A love of life. Okay. So that's talking about passion and enthusiasm. You have to have passion in whatever you do. So what brings you the most passion? Okay. That's 1 answer. Thank you for being here as well. I appreciate you. We have Leanne and then Samees next on the list. Okay. Like marketing. Okay. So you have 4 of Fire. That card's coming out strongly. Contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. So whatever you choose to pursue, you will be successful at this. Okay. But right now it feels like you're tired and you need a vacation, if anything. So even though you're thinking about work, what you really need is a little bit of a break, it feels like, to navigate this a bit more. Okay. And then the card that fell out It says 3 of Earth, the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. This is also someone who has a lot of work ahead of them. So to enjoy a time off and things like that. So it feels like you need to, I'm still getting like educate yourself a little bit more, okay? And then you have the Queen of Fire. So all of this fire energy, earth energy, water energy. So you've got the passion, you have the success, you do have the balance, okay, in your energy coming in. And then I have training to complete. Okay, so makes sense why I'm hearing education. And then you've got the Queen of Fire. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. So you've got creativity coming up twice here. Well, marketing is very creative. That's very thinking outside of the box, having to be optimistic and things like that. But there's a creative energy here for you to pursue, okay? But yeah, this person can do a little bit of everything well. I am an artist. Okay, amazing. So you can definitely do both things, it feels like, you know? Not to confuse you anymore. But this is someone who can do a little bit of everything. So we don't have to necessarily end one thing in order to start something else. Sometimes we can have our hands in a couple different things, okay? So I hope you found that helpful. Thank you so much for being a subscriber and sharing. So you got 2 extra cards for sharing. Thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate it. So to do basically what Juju just did, it's 11:11 as a paid if you're not a subscriber or sharing, okay? So thank you so much for being here. So our next person on our list that shared is Leanne. Leanne, do you have a question? We're going to pull you out 2 cards. If not, you can just do your card reading. I've been dreaming about chamomile tea. It's been coming up in reading, so I took some of my fresh herbs and finally put it into a little bag and heated my water. Simple as that, but just doing it. Okay, so we'll get to your question after our shares. Abdullah. Thank you. Leanne, are you here still? Just send me a heart and I'll pull up your 2 cards for you, okay? Leanne. I'm not going to spend too much time waiting just because sometimes people leave. Thank you for being here and liking and tapping the screen as well. Also, another thing that you can do during this session is you can get healing. So you can get Theta healing for 30. You can, with 8 cards additional too, you can get Reiki healing, which is also 30, and you get an Akashic Records reading and 8 cards combined with it. And then of course you get tons of information during your healing session as well. So that's a really good one for people that need information but they need clearing. And I also just did a Reiki video for cleansing the aura and essentially doing some deep breathing as well. So that's like a 7-minute video underneath my profile. You can re-listen to it. It's very relaxing. I'm not yapping in it. Okay, so Leanne must have disappeared. Okay, so Sames, Sam, S-A-M-E-E-S. Okay, thank you for being here. We might actually be able to get to everybody. Okay, are Ben and I going to deepen our connection romantically? Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. I try to do as many frees as I can as well. It's definitely appreciated if you can support me as well. If you're doing a paid, please put paid in the comments, okay? So are Ben and I going to deepen our connection romantically? I get that there's a yes there, okay? I'm just pulling out the 2 cards, but you have the 10 of water, okay? It's not facing you, so you might not realize how beautiful of a connection you do have. You have a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. This is the most amount of love that you can have Okay, so I don't know if you have a lot of love in your life already, and that's what kind of helps you understand what the emotions are, what the feelings are, but it definitely feels like there are feelings there, okay? So that the energy is kind of pointing towards a yes for that, okay? I just created a list, so Abdullah, you're next, okay? 3 of air, great sadness, take time to heal the need to forgive yourself or others, okay? So this is also talking about you still healing your heart. I don't know if you've been hurt in the past and that holds you back, but it still feels like you're still healing some past wounds or something that's happened to you heart chakra wise. So maybe go listen to my Reiki session that I just posted underneath my profile. You might find that it's helpful. I do a lot of healing around the heart. And also if you want to go to my YouTube channel, I did like an hour and 20-minute video doing some Reiki energy from the other day, live from here. So Abdullah, normally I'm too busy to be able to, okay, you're welcome. I'm too busy to, and also come in and get a reading or a healing if you'd like now, and I can help you out. I also do one-on-ones. I'm just going back to your question, Abdullah. I've been really emotional and sad. Okay. Will I ever find happiness? Okay, Abdullah. So 2 cards for Abdullah. Feeling emotional and sad lately. What does Abdullah need to know for happiness? What does Abdullah need to know for happiness? Please, let's get the likes and taps up if you guys don't mind. It's really helpful for when I'm doing frees because lots of people enjoy these, so that's why it's easy to share because I'm doing free stuff. It's free and paid. Okay. Want to give them a really good shuffle for some reason. It just feels like putting some energy into the cards. What does Abdullah need to know for happiness? So the answer is yes, you will find happiness, okay? Woo. You have emotional, makes sense, okay? Romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative, falling in love or wedding proposals. The need to balance emotions makes sense. So some energy healing might be good for you. Again, you can go listen to my Reiki video I just posted underneath my profile and see if that helps at all. An invitation to a social event. Hello, welcome in. And this is someone who might have high expectations of themselves. Okay. Yes, you can ask a question. And so it's lowering, I know it sounds weird, but I'm getting for you, for happiness, to lower the expectations. That's kind of what this card talks about. Someone who might be like a bit of a perfectionist at times, but it's more just being hard on self. So if you can stop being so hard on yourself, I think that will be helpful. That's kind of what the card is saying. That will lead to more happiness and joy, okay? You also have important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So I also do Theta healing. And if you listen to my YouTube video that I posted a couple days ago, the one that it says Reiki and Theta healing at the very end, I do some Theta healing. So that's releasing fears that hold you back, or we're letting go of like stress and things like that. You can scroll through some of my videos. They're all free. Specifically, Theta healing might be good for you, okay? These are just some suggestions because we start to think about things that we want to manifest, things that we want to attract. So if happiness is something that you want to bring in, then it's releasing the opposite of happiness, sadness, and things like that, right? So clearing the energy. So watch my Clearing the Aura video underneath my profile. See how it makes you feel. Do every little tiny bit of thing that you can do to balance the emotions. You know, Reiki has really, really helped me a lot in my journey. I have suffered from some depression and anxiety, and I think we all have. So that's why sometimes we get into these tools in the first place. Crystals have helped me a lot. talking to other people, like going to healers and getting sessions and stuff like that has been helpful for me, just to get insight from other people. Sometimes the things that we're carrying don't even belong to us energetically, but also so like emotionally. Sometimes we're picking up on the energy of other people if we're not cleansing the energy. So there's lots of different things I could go on about that. Thank you, Julie. All right, so Julie, you're next. So guys, if you share, I'm putting you on the list. I'm prioritizing you, and then I'm going to get to everybody else, okay? If you're a subscriber, you get 3 cards. If you subscribe and share, then you get 5 cards, which is awesome. That's valued at $11.11. It's worth way more than that, but I'm doing things less expensive here when we're doing lives, okay? It's $30 for a healing, so if you want a Reiki session, get some insight on what's coming up for you. If you want some Theta healing to release any limiting beliefs, that can also be helpful, okay? Chris, sure. So what is your question, Julie? I didn't put any music on in the background because I might at the end of this want to do some energy healing like I did the other day, and then I can post that to my YouTube channel. Again, so people can listen to it and benefit from it. These are all general messages, so when you go and you listen back to some of these readings, they can be really helpful as well, because again, they're aimed at helping everybody. Okay, no problem, Vanessa. So Julie, you don't need to have a question, but do you have a question? I'm pulling you out 2 cards. It can be for your day if you want. I don't have a question. Okay. So what does Julie need to know for her day? What does Julie need to know for her day? Thank you for liking and tapping the screen as well. Feel free to send gifts as an exchange. What does Julie need to know for her day? So Julie, stay tuned for our healing. I'm feeling like might add some energy healing, group healing in, like I did the other day. So I'm not guaranteeing that. We'll just see where the live takes us. See where my energy is. So I try to prioritize at the beginning here my people. So I'm really giving these a good shuffle like I just did the last person, kind of talking to the energy of the cards. Woo! Until something pops up, and it did. The world, a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. So this is usually when positive energy has been put forward. So I don't know if you've been putting forward a lot and now you're waiting for that energy to come back. But I do kind of get that, that the energy is going to come back to you, okay? Man of Steel, you're on the list, okay? So trust that the energy is going to come back. You have Archangel Michael. That's a very supportive card, okay? So trust and receive are 2 main things. Trust and receive. Thank you for liking and tapping and sharing, guys. I appreciate it. What else does Julie need to know for her day? Trust. Trust is what you need to know for your day. A desire to move on. Okay, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. This is that you're leaving something from the past behind, okay? So really letting go. I know it's not easy to let go, but it feels like you're letting go of years and years of either a pattern of behavior or a relationship, that sort of thing. And so that's what makes it challenging, but it's time to walk away from that past, okay? Because you have the World card, which is really great. You can look it up as well. Okay. Thank you for being here. So Chris, Krys, feel free to come on in. If you have a question, you can do that, or you can do your daily energy if you'd like. Yay. Hello. Man of Steel, you're next, okay? Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. Thank you for the energy exchange to the rose. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Chris. Okay, is a question or is a question or guidance? It's the energy for your day or a question, okay? Whichever you like. Cards are already starting to fall out for us. I feel like you could benefit from becoming a subscriber if it's crystal as well. I'm getting that it would be a good bang for your buck because you get free here every time, okay? And you get priority as well, which is really nice for when we're busy, but you always get more. So again, saving a lot. Will Alex and I have a healthy relationship? You've got the end of a difficult situation, embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. Okay, has there been addictive? Thank you very much for the follows. Has there been addictive qualities or tendencies in this relationship, whether somebody has an addiction or an addiction to you or you an addiction to them? Because this says that it has a strong new beginning, okay? There's a new start, but that's just because it's like there's been a lot of like negative, it feels like. So it's like it has to get better. It has to. But there's a new start coming in terms of relationship for you. Okay? And then you have relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. So this is someone who's having an internal relationship with self as well. So sometimes it's hard to have that relationship with somebody else because there's so many emotions and things going on internally. So you might have to express a little bit more some of those emotions that are coming up for you, or express some of your stressors that are coming up for you. So that's probably why I'm suggesting coming in as a subscriber, because you get a lot out of that, of being here. It's okay if you can't. Maybe come in for a 10-card reading. That could be beneficial for overall ways to improve circumstances. Okay. Completely up to you though, but if you're doing a paid, please put paid in the comments. Man of Steel, welcome in. What is your question? Or do you want to do daily energy? Man of Steel. I see your question. Thank you, Taylor. So everybody that shares gets priority. Okay, we only have one more person on the list, and then we're going to move on to the people that didn't share. And if you do a paid, we can tap into that. Will I develop a serious relationship with Nazareth? Kind of getting a no on that. Could just be the way that you're asking the question, because you're using the word serious. Share, yeah, so you just, can somebody just explain how to share on here? How you guys share, if you don't mind, to Kali Poo, please and thank you. I know it's hard to navigate when you're new here. You're just sharing this out with your people. So will there be a more serious relationship with this person? Will it develop into a more serious relationship with this person? Yeah, unfortunately things aren't I'm not really getting a strong yes on this. Okay, thank you for the follow. You have time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. Okay. So I'm just focusing on the first question, okay? Just because it's the one question. You have loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. So this is someone who needs to stick with it. So it's saying, like, if that's what you want, you have to stick with it, okay? put all your focus and energy and time into that situation, okay? Polypoo 36, you're on the list. Thank you for being here. Okay, and then you have contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. So there's more potential, you're welcome, if you're just giving it your everything, like all your time, all your energy as a goal, if that's something that you want, okay? You're welcome. Kalipu 36, that's quite the name, I like that. What is your question, or you can do your energy for today, okay? Today's energy for you. Let me know. Hello, Shar, welcome in. If you share this out, you get 2 cards that get put on the list. Otherwise, you can get 1 free card. Paid gets priority, okay? You can check that out in my link tree. Daily energy, Kalipu. I like saying your name. What does Kalipu need to know for his or her day? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. What does Kalipu need to know for his or her day? Okay, this card's speaking to me. That's a really good card. Emotional health is what you're working on. Good. Interesting, the cards are like kind of indecisive. So I get for you to be as decisive as you possibly can today. So when you're making decisions, establish your yeses and your nos really quickly, okay? So one thing I do to establish a yes or establish a no is I turn my body into a pendulum. Okay, so I stand up, I put my hand on my stomach, and I put my other hand behind me to support me. I stand up, and I ask the question, is my name Kalipu? Okay, is my name Kalipu? I lean back. So standing up, feet width apart, you're going to be more stable. And so if you lean back for a no, and then is my name Robin? Yes. So my forward is yes, my back is a no. So I can establish when I ask a question that when I lean forward, it's a yes. When I lean back, it's a no. And so for you, that's important to acknowledge your yeses and your nos a little bit faster. Okay. Specifically today, you have skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. This is a talent card. It says that you're very talented in something specific that you can make money at if you wanted to. If not, you can keep it as a hobby, but there's something that you're really good at to pursue. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision. That's what your card says. A stalemate, pretending there is no problem. So literally we just said that, and then here's the card coming up, right? So is there something that we need to deal with? Yes or no? Is it this? Yes or no? Establishing that is important, okay? So it's kind of like muscle testing, okay? So thank you everybody who shared. I appreciate that. So we'll get into the people that didn't share. You're welcome. Jessica, do you have a question or do you want to do today's energy? Okay, we're going to do 2 cards for you. So do you have a question or do you want to do today's energy? And guys, sometimes I do only paid here and sometimes I do free. So it's a mix. So definitely take advantage of both, paid and free. Jessica, thank you. Make sure you're following as well so you can get on here again. Nix, I wrote your name down on the list as well. Just waiting for Jessica's question or if she wants to do daily energy. Thank you for the heart. Right back at you. Yay. Energy. Okay. What does Jessica need to know for today? What does Jessica need to know for today? Laughing. And that I'm hearing that you're very intelligent, so you need to remind yourself that you're intelligent. So just learning to laugh a little bit more. The cards really speak to you, so I feel like doing energy work or getting card readings are important to do. Underneath my membership group, which is a paid monthly fee, I have courses, classes, and things like that. I teach people how to do card readings, how to read energy, and things like that. That could really benefit with you, okay? Okay, struggling with studies a little bit. You have time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel, okay? So this is sticking with your goals, persevering. Don't let anything get in the way of those goals. So maybe that's something that you need to prioritize or focus a little bit more, okay? You have a new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic ability. So that's what I was just talking about, your ability to tap into energy. Energy really speaks to you. You're very sensitive to that, I get. You have intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. So this is somebody who needs to do more guided meditations and things like that. That would be helpful. I just did a Reiki video for cleansing the aura and doing some deep breathing underneath my profile. Maybe watch that. And underneath YouTube a couple days ago, I also posted a Reiki session with some Theta healing, which you might find beneficial. So scroll through there and soak up some good vibes. If you have any questions about my membership group, feel free to ask. But I do a lot of videos there. And we have piles and piles, like thousands and thousands of dollars of training, and it's like all different stuff, body, mind, spirit. So any questions about that, let me know. But you can connect to my website through my link tree, okay? And you can book a personal reading too. Nix, are you here? Thank you for being here. Nix. Okay, what's your question, or would you like to do your daily energy? Good, I'm glad you found that helpful. I'm just loving my chamomile tea. Now I know why I needed it so badly. I really have to get back into my herbs. I ended up on a medication where I have to be careful with what I take with that. And I used to be anti-medication for like everything. But I was taking a lot of herbal tinctures that I have made myself. So I sell those as well. If anybody's interested, I sell loose herbs and I sell herbal teas and things like that. I come up with little packages for you. Yeah, like the herbs are just so helpful. So we can, if you are on medication and you can't take the herbal tinctures, the teas are really great and you can get many benefits from that too, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Hello, welcome in, Shen Chen. So I'm looking for Nix's question. Will I move soon, okay? And then we'll get to Shen Chen. So I do energy healing, I do theta healing, which is letting go of your limiting beliefs. I do Akashic Records readings, which is your past, present, and future. That's what I do during paid. But sometimes I'll add that in here as well. I've been reading cards for 17 years, which is a long time. I've been doing energy work it's been 12 years now. And I've been teaching for about 12 years as well. I'm a reflexologist, yoga instructor, so I've kind of taken all the courses and classes and multiple trainings and a lot of different healings. So I'm very overly qualified to be doing these things. I have a background in psychology. So will you be moving? I think you said, will you move soon? Yeah, so you're looking for a soon timeline. I'm getting a no on like soon. And again, we can limit ourselves by asking for soon, but that's what you want to know. So I think it's a no on soon, okay? But you have gifts of money, time or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts, okay? So this is a card where you can put forward and expect positive energy to come back. That's why I was talking about money as well. So there's good balance with money and exchanges with other people, which is really good, okay? So there is positive energy flowing around the situation. And then you have stretch your wings and fly, don't underestimate yourself, assert your independence and creativity. So if this is something that you really, really want, it's telling you to be as assertive as you possibly can be. What is assertiveness? Does anybody know what assertiveness is? It took me a while to understand how to be assertive. It's really challenging if you're a people pleaser. But do you guys know what assertiveness means? Or how would you describe it to Nyx to help? You like that? And what does pragmatic mean? I don't really know. My husband's the one with all of the big word vocabulary. When will I get the internship? Practical. Okay. Yeah, so to me, assertiveness, we're asserting our energy. It's the opposite of being aggressive. So if somebody is like, bitch, you should have known better. That's kind of aggressive, right? It's like pointing the finger. They might be agitated or irritated, and we can feel that, and that's going to trigger us. It's going to trigger the crap out of us, and we're going to get frustrated. We're going to start to feed off of that because we know that person, their come from is a little bit like directed towards you, and it's a little bit like emotional. So you're not wrong in terms of talking about being practical. Absolutely, you have to be practical in order to be assertive. What is your take on being assertive, guys? Because to assert your energy, it's people know where you stand, they understand your come from, and it's usually that they take it less personally because they know where you're coming from, where you stand in the situation. So instead of addressing it like that, you can say, I'm really I want to let you know that I felt this way when this happened. So I feel this way, that sort of thing. And so they know that it's like, you feel these feelings. It's not necessarily what they did to you or all of that stuff. So it's learning how to address situations in ways that are going to create win-win outcomes that are going to be productive, if that makes sense. Okay? So if you're asking another question, you do need to pay for that. Okay? It's $11.11 for one question. You get 5 cards. 2 questions, it's $15 for 10 cards. 20 for 3 questions, 15 cards, 30 for energy healing or theta healing, and you get 8 cards with that, and you can ask 3 questions. Okay, so that covers all of the people that shared. Will I get a new job promotion this month? That feels positive to me, Pixel. Feels like there's positive energy. Gifts of money, time or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts is your card. Okay? So you can go and look up this card if you want. I only like post, like for instance today, if I go and I do a group energy healing, which I might do, then I don't have any music on because you can't put your music on YouTube. Then I might post that because it's going to have the energy healing in it. And I think people like to listen to the general messages coming through here and then get the energy healing and then maybe some theta healing. So a lot of group energy. So the answer to your question is, I don't always, but I do sometimes. So you can go on there and check out the one I did a couple days ago if you want. I used to try to do it all the time and download it, but then I stopped. Shen, I thought you asked a question. Oh, will I get the internship? I'm so sorry. I got caught up in that assertive energy. Talking about moving, I was thinking that you were moving for a second there. Okay, will I get the internship? Will I get the internship? Sorry about that. Get on my rants. Okay, so maybe I'm connecting to your energy. Will I get the internship? I'm kind of getting some mixed emotions on that. Like, I get a yes, but then I don't know. I kind of feel like you're doubting this situation and you're putting out like fear and worry towards it. So then it feels like that kind of blocks you a little bit. So it's important that if this is something that you want, that you're okay, so that makes sense. Maybe you're stressed and worried about the interview because obviously that like right now it's like a yes, but then I'm sensing a lot of fear around it. Okay. Yeah. So you have the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work. So the fact that you got the interview is really good. Then you need to be creative, and it definitely depends on how you assert your energy in this situation. So the more calm you are and confident, the more likely that this is to come in. So it's absolutely possible. It's not like a no, okay? I pulled up the same card, so you have the same card coming up twice, so it's really strong energy. You can look up what the Three of Earth means. It usually says that you've been working really hard, so you can take like a little break and chill out and invest a little bit back into yourself, so you can come in and get a healing. You can get a future healing if you want. You can pay the 30 and do the Reiki healing for future, and I can tell you some things that can help about the situation if you want to, so that we send the energy to that situation. But yeah, there's butterflies, like there's a lot of success. So I mean, go with talking about your successes and what's gotten you to where you are, right? Yeah. Because I mean, sometimes just getting the interview is the hardest part, and then once we've gotten the interview, then we just have to talk about like our beliefs a little bit, you know, like what your plans are, what your goals are, what you've succeeded in, that sort of thing. So that's not too hard to do if you've been successful, which it sounds like you have. Okay, so I hope you found that helpful. Now, I really don't want to, we have everybody that shared, but I don't really want to have to take a little washroom break, but I'm going to because I need to, and I'm taking care of my needs right now, okay? And I am a very open person, so I don't have a problem with that. Okay, awesome. But you're blocking yourself a little bit, okay, with that nervous tension. Okay, so I'll be right back. Oh, you look so cute. All right. Sorry about that, folks. Do we have any shares? Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So stay tuned for the later, a little bit later after I get through these. I'm going to do some group energy healing. Potentially some energy scans for some people, and then some theta healing around what comes up for our energy. It's shared. I'm sharing the energy with you. You're sharing the energy with other people. So when other people get messages, there's still a message in that for you as well, okay? Because we're all connected. Just gonna finish or top up my tea here. All right. So bring on your question if you have one. Otherwise, you can just put free card in the comments. I'll focus on you. Does everyone have a spirit animal? I'm wondering if I have one. Yes, I'm getting a ladybug for you. So the way I see it is energy changes, okay? So we go through stages where like we'll have a spirit animal that's guiding us. And then as we go through a different stage or a time in our life, that energy will shift. So currently, you have the ladybug, which represents good luck. And they fly as well. So it feels like you're working on feeling more free as well. But you can look at it up. What does it mean if the ladybug is your spirit animal? Teresa. Okay, Teresa, you have victory, good news is on its way, public recognition or awards, okay? Balancing, it feels like you've been balancing your passions and your energy and things like that, so it feels like you've been doing a great job, but you need to be more proud of yourself that other people see you for your successes, okay? Being free, okay. Yep, so have I. It's a hard thing to truly accomplish. When we're here on earth, sometimes we feel heavy. Sometimes we need to ground ourselves more, really earth ourselves if you're sensitive, right? You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Please like and tap the screen if you're here as an energy exchange, please. Helps us get our likes and our taps up. Some people don't do anything for free until they get to, I don't know, 30,000 likes or something like that, and they really encourage people to do that. I just get down to the free right away, but it definitely helps to get people supporting you first, and it invites more people in. So I really appreciate the shares as well, and gifts are really helpful as well because I'm growing my business, and I really appreciate the new follows and things like that. Did my boyfriend Steven cheat? Okay, so why don't I just, Blair, can I just pull you up a card and we'll do the energy around that, because we're not allowed to go into Steven's energy, okay? But we'll see what will be helpful for you around this situation, okay? You have the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. So this card keeps coming up over and over. So as a group theme, this is a good one to look up as well. It literally just came up in somebody else's reading. It's like someone who's been doing a lot and you need like a little bit of time off. You need a little bit of a break, okay? Just a break mentally, a break from work, that sort of thing. It's not a vacation, it's just a break, okay? So if you think that somebody is cheating on you, that's not a good feeling, right? So there's something that needs to be sorted out there, for sure. Maybe it's just stepping back and processing what you need to process, okay? You're welcome. Me and Jose live together soon. Everybody asks soon, so I guess we're in a rush. We're in a rush to get these things done. So we limit ourselves a little bit when you're asking soon, because that you're just going to get like a straight yes or no, okay? So I do feel like there's strong potential for that to happen, Adriana, okay? I shuffled the cards, the same card came up. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player as well, okay? So you also need a little bit of a break, a chance to kind of like breathe and treat yourself to a day at the spa, or come in and get a healing or whatever, but it feels like you need to just treat yourself a little bit, okay? So thank you for being here. Barb wants a card. You're welcome. Barb wants a card. So let's see if the Three of Pentacles shows up. Maybe if we try to focus on the Three of Pentacles, it won't come up. Huh? So Barb, you have the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. Okay. So it feels like you're bringing balance in. Okay. You're working on it, which is great. You're in the process of it. So give yourself a little pat on the back for the work you've been doing so far. Okay. Nyx, you already shared. Okay, so this is for just, we're still on the same, still each person gets one message, okay? I might not have explained that very well. But it's one free card, 2 free cards for a share, and then if you're a sub, you get 3 cards. But if you're a sub, if you share and get your 3 cards, then you get 5, which is equivalent to our 1 question reading, which is 1111. Okay. Is Ryan going to reach out? I can't speak for Ryan, but I can pull you up a card around the situation, okay? Thank you. I don't know, I kind of get it, it's a little bit unlikely. So prepare yourself for that not to happen. Sometimes what I'll tell people is if you really want somebody to reach out to you and the energy's not showing up that way, then maybe you should reach out to them, that sort of thing, right? And so, yeah, so just being mindful of that. G Lemonade, thank you. So you have speak your mind with confidence, as I was just kind of sharing, okay? Seek out professional advice, which is what you're doing. Balance mental and emotional consideration, so really thinking about if that's what you want to do as well, okay? Because something tells me you're not sure if you should, you're waiting for this person to. All right, G Lemonade, do you have a question, or I've been doing daily energy? I can just pull you up 2 cards. What would you like me to do? Thank you for liking and tapping the screen. It's very appreciated. Hey, Georgie. This is my new puppy. I can't really see his face. Just a card. Okay, well, I'm going to pull you up 2 cards because you shared, okay? So what does G Lemonade need to know? The energy is quite peaceful here. So at the end of this, I'm going to do some energy healing, okay? Some potential energy scans for people, and then some theta healing to clear the energy around that. Just been given a lot of freeze away. It all comes back to you. It also gets you guys familiarized with how I work and what I do and me, because sometimes people don't feel comfortable to invest. But when I go into your Akashic Records, it's a lot more helpful, okay? G Lemonade, what do you need to know? Good morning, Ange. G Lemonade, what do you need to know? The song I'm on Fire is coming up. Oh, I'm on fire. I love that song. I have a friend that doesn't like it. I kind of feel like your energy is kind of bubbly. That's what I'm getting, whether you realize that or not, okay? So you have the 4 of fire, so you have a lot of success, but you need a vacation. You also need a break, so it sounds like everybody needs a break. But yeah, lots of success coming in, okay? Then you have the 9 of air, somebody who has anxiety, somebody who has stress, somebody who's not sleeping the best, that sort of thing, but it's like just telling you, so it's a sleepless night, it's expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies. This is usually, it's never as bad as we think, so this is somebody who's thinking like worst case scenarios and like getting into their head about little stories and ideas. So that makes sense why if you need a little bit of a vacation, it's just to like help you ground that energy a little bit more, okay? Because you have great energy, so you don't deserve to feel that way, but I guess it's just when we need that time, or we need to be in that place or space, okay? All right, so it's 1 free card, 2 for shares. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm sure you relate to that. Sometimes I do guided meditations here as well. Sometimes I'll pull somebody out and do a free reading for them. Colin, oh, all right, Colin. So you shared. Do you want me to just pull up 2 cards for you? Is there a question you want me to focus on that we can answer for you? What would you like? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Just let me know, Colin. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yay! Yay! I like setting goals and accomplishing them. That makes me feel. With interviews lately, I have another coming up. Will I get that job? Okay. Okay, yeah. I don't know why, but it's not showing up as a yes. Okay. I love that you guys know each other. So let's see what's going on there, Colin. What you can do about the interviews, okay? To help you shift the energy. Trustworthy guidance is coming up. It feels like listen to your intuition a little bit more. So it could potentially be the jobs that you're applying for. Like, are you just applying for random jobs? Or are you going in with intention specifically because you want that one and you know it's going to be the right one for you? Because that's what I'm getting is you have to feel into the energy of the job. You're like, no, this is the job for me. Like, this is the job I want. This is the job that I'm getting. Because I love the place, I love the environment, I love the enthusiasm. So when you go into the interview, you're like, I've already researched this place. I've been studying you guys for 10 years and I know everything about this company and I'm meant to work here. You know, that passion and that dream. But if it's just like, you know, nothing about the company, just saying, like sometimes we skip over that part, but I'm getting that that's important that you've really researched before you're going into the situation. Okay, so you have King of Earth. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, so keep saying yes, okay, because eventually we know something will give. And then you have confidence, which is also important to have. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. So believe in yourself, as I was saying, like, I'm getting this. And assert your independence. We already talked about what assertiveness means here, right? Not being aggressive, but being assertive. Assert your independence and creativity. So the word creativity has really come up for our group a lot today as well. So it feels like we need to think outside of the box a little bit. And do things that make us feel good, so it'll raise our energy too. I hope you found that helpful, Colin. Ange, do you have a question? Or do you want me to just pull you up 2 cards? You're welcome, and good luck with that. It can be really frustrating. Like our energy can get really down when we're getting rejection, when we're getting no, and then we have to get out and like try again. So sending you lots of love. Let's also send Colin some love if you can. Okay, 2-card pull. Hey Sherry, so we're just prioritizing shares first and then everybody else, okay? So if you do a paid, you can get priority, then it goes subscribers, priority, then shares, then everybody else, okay? We're gonna be doing some group energy healing as well. If you want things more specific to you, me to really go into your energy, then pay for a reading or a healing, okay? They're definitely worth it. 9 of air, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. So maybe we have some people who are run on the anxious side that get into their head about things, and then maybe that's why you're coming in and getting readings, because you're a thinker. So I definitely get that you're a thinker, to the point where you can maybe overanalyze or even over-rationalize things, where it's like you can be rational, but you don't need to over-rationalize things, like turn it into maybe something that it isn't, just taking things with a grain of salt as well, so you don't need to overthink it or over-process it, okay? So hello, welcome in, being a little overly analytical. Then you have stretch your wings and fly, don't underestimate yourself, assert your independence and creativity, so everybody's working on assertiveness here. Confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. So this also says that you can do a little bit of everything well, okay? So you're bouncing around doing this and you're doing that, but you're succeeding in the things that you're doing, okay? So I want you to be proud and feel good about the things that you're succeeding in, because you're doing a lot, okay? Thank you for the share, Sherry. Sherry shares. I'm trying. Okay. Well, be proud of yourself. That's another theme, okay? All right. So, Sherry, it's your turn. Sharing is caring. It really is. I like your enthusiasm. So you can ask a question or just do your card pull. A lot of the messages are generalized when we're doing these types of readings, okay? So if you want a personal reading, come in and pay. Just put paid. It's $11.11 up to $30. And as you pay more, you get more. Makes sense? The healings that I do are super beneficial. So just depending on what you have going on, but if your energy is a little bit heavier, then pick the one, just pay 30. Okay, thank you. And my computer just died. So Sherry, and then user, and Nix. Hold on here. I'm just going to be 1 sec. It's probably going to pause you, okay? All right, perfect. Thank you. So Nix, so then we'll go back to Sherry and user that shared, okay? After Nix, because you get priority. I'm going to go into your Akashic Records. We're going to pull you up 8 cards. You can ask 3 questions. And you also have the choice, if you want to, for your healing. You can do Reiki energy, or you can do Theta healing. Whichever you choose, okay? So Nix, first of all, let's start with your questions, and then you can let me know if you prefer Reiki healing or Theta healing, okay? And thank you again for your purchase. So I'm going to go into your records. So you want to know, when will you move? And then do you have any other questions? Hello and welcome in. And did you want to do Reiki or Theta healing? Theta healing is letting go of any blocks that you have and helping you manifest host splitting separation. Okay. And then Reiki's emotional and spiritual healing, and you still get lots of information in that one too. So you get information in both. I say let's do both. Are you cool with that? We'll just do both. And sorry to hear that you're going through separation. Okay. So needing to move due to separation, want to know the timeline. Okay. And if you have any other questions, bring them in, okay? So let's begin. We're going to start with the energy. So this is to make you feel lighter. Okay. Other people can benefit from this healing as well. And then when I do the Theta healing downloads, other people can say yes to the downloads as well. Okay. So first of all, and I'm going to pull up 8 cards around the situation too, but would you like to let go of anything that's blocking you? Anything that's holding you back, or anything that you're resisting when it comes to your move? And if so, all you have to do is just say yes, okay? Let's let go of any anxiety that's showing up in your life around the situation, okay? I'm just saying yes to that. And then deep breath. Okay, so I'm getting to keep love in your heart. We're just kind of discovering what the blocks are to help us with the timeline as well, okay? Keep love in your heart, because when we've gone through a heartbreak, sometimes our heart is hurting, but we still want to have that passion for living and that drive, okay? And you can emphasize on anything that's showing up around this if you like. Working on the heart chakra right now, okay? So would you like to trust that it's safe for you to keep love in your heart? And if so, just agree. And then a deep breath. That or something better in divine timing, okay? Good. And then I get trust, love and trust. So would you like to know that it's safe to keep love and trust in your heart? Your heart and your throat, because trust hangs out in your throat, okay? And if so, just agree. That or something better in divine timing. Anybody else that wants that, you can say yes to. Okay, so I am feeling a little bit of like, you're right, the anxiety is lingering between heart and throat chakra. Okay, so that's why the healing that we're doing is helpful, because it can help calm the energy down. I'm even getting for you to put your hand like on your chest and kind of soothe yourself a little bit, just like you would a baby. You know, when you put your hand on the back of a baby, just doing a paid, guys, so we're on pause right now. You put your hand on the back of a baby and you just kind of like put them to sleep. It's kind of like doing that to yourself or on your chest, just kind of moving the energy and calming that down a little bit, okay? So what is her timeline around this move? Okay, specifically I'm getting 8 weeks, okay? Because when I go into like 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, I'm getting a no, 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 no. But I'm getting like an 8 week timeline, okay? I'm just kind of looking into the timeline of what to do with in relation to this move and the separation, okay? first 3 cards that we get is 4 of air. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Okay. So that's someone who's been heartbroken and then they're just really tired from that situation. Okay. So the heart is tired. Makes sense. That's why we're just working on the healing part. Okay. Then you have awakening. Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill, so it feels like the standstill is probably you want to move like ASAP, and it might be a little frustrating that this isn't happening in the timeline that you want it to. Okay, so do you want to let go of what emotions are showing up for you? I'm getting frustration, maybe some annoyance. You want to let go of any frustration or annoyance that's showing up as a result of this timeline not being the timeline that you want it to be in. Okay, and anything that's coming up around that in terms of finance or the relationship that's not serving you anymore. Okay, let's let it go on all levels, because I really get that you had a deep connection with this person. So when I say let it go on all levels, that's on a past life level, that's on a genetic level, so your DNA, connection to your ancestors, anything that's like holding you back. Let's let it go on a history level, so society making you feel this way, and on a soul level, and on a core level, on a heart level. Okay, so just letting go of that frustration or annoyance. Sometimes it's not necessarily directed towards what we think it's directed towards. It might be really old frustration of other things in your life not working out too, right? Not just this. It's just all the things not working out. And I feel a little sad. I've kind of have some tears in here, okay? So would you like to let go of any maybe sadness or depression that showed up for you as a result of some of this as well? And if so, just agreeing. Anybody out that wants that, just saying yes. It's letting it go on all levels, okay? Just coming back into our healing here. Okay. So it's important to be yourself is also part of one of your cards. Okay. So you might have lost trust. Do you agree with losing trust? Has that happened to you? Did you lose trust in what? Or in who? Did you lose trust in somebody else, in yourself, in the universe? So feel free to share what shows up for you around that so we can work on it, okay? In close people. Okay, that makes sense, right? And that's giving me chills everywhere because you trusted this person. And then of course then we have family and so many relationships around that situation because we lose a lot, right? So do you want to let go of feeling like you can't trust people? Especially, let's let go of any pain that's lingering in and around losing or not trusting close people to you anymore. Let's let go of the heaviness or the weight that you're carrying and then around your heart because of this, heart and throat, okay? So just a little deep cleanse we're doing here, okay? If anybody wants to watch a Reiki session with deep breathing and cleansing your aura, that's underneath my profile as well for your own energy too. Okay. Okay. So this is talking about taking better care of yourself as well, okay? You need to take care of you in this situation, okay? So if you have tendencies to get your energy down or low because of this, Spirit wants you to focus on taking better care of yourself, okay? Especially if we're falling into any type of depression or sadness, you've got to look after you. And I get first, okay? So you have speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. So literally, like, you're doing all of that. You're stepping back from the situation and you're looking at this all and you're breaking it down. So be proud of yourself for doing that. That's giving me chills, the fact that you're actually, like, you're doing the work, okay? So do you want to focus on taking care of yourself and prioritizing yourself first and then everybody else? And if so, just saying yes. That or something better in divine timing. Yeah, I'm hearing the song Good Vibrations. I'm talking about good vibrations. So I think maybe putting some music on around you that kind of like is a little silly, that's a little upbeat like that, or being around other people that are a little silly and upbeat can help with your vibration, okay? So do you also want to trust that it's safe for you to get into a positive vibration and also be proud of yourself at the same time as you're doing the work? And I'm just agreeing. Deep breath. This is called Theta healing for anybody that's listening, and you can say yes to the downloads as well. Good. And I also get that you have positive exchanges with other people, okay? So it feels like you really care about balance. And it makes sense why this is so hard, because when you're going through this, it feels like you want like a win-win outcome. You really still care about the family unit. Would you agree with that? And is that helping or hurting you? Okay, so I shuffled the cards. And now all three of the same cards, I think they're the same cards, are helping. Yeah. Is that saying helping? You have speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations, okay? Professional, diplomatic, brilliant, and impartial. So this is like you being able to think outside of the box. Helping. We're just on pause right now, okay, guys? You being able to like look at things from a different perspective. And I just keep getting that that's what's going to help you in the situation. So continue to get the healings, continue to get the readings, because it's just going to help with this. It's going to help you think more clearly. But the healing is really great for you, okay? So you might not realize how helpful that really is, because this doesn't really, the Reiki energy that we're doing right now is helpful in the now, but the Theta healing is more after we integrate it. So at the end of this, when we agree that we want all of those things. Okay, so drink lots of water. You also have time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Okay, so again, the fact that the card is showing up again is just telling you like how important this is to recognize that you're tired and that you need rest. So take care of your body, take care of resting that body, because that's what is your vessel or your temple. So would you agree that maybe you've been carrying your body around feeling a little tired? And you can look up these cards if you'd like, the King of Air and the Four of Air, okay, and see what they say. You might find that helpful just because they're showing up twice. So if we shuffle the cards again and they show up again, it'll be interesting, because when something shows up twice, to me, that's a sign. When it shows up 3 times, it's like, okay, it's hitting you over the head with this, right? Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It is important to be yourself, okay? Awakening. So we're not letting anybody take us down. We're not letting anybody take our energy down, right? So we're shielding our energy just a tiny bit more. That's important. Because sometimes people say things that aren't worth listening to, and we listen when we shouldn't. So it's also, maybe you're still shielding yourself from this person if they have some things to say that aren't positive, that you know aren't really true, okay? That are maybe, you're just like, oh, that's a load of crap, or I'm too tired to listen to this, okay? So just doing a paid reading, okay? So the people on our list are Sherry, User, Akash, What else does she need to know? King of Water. Queen of Fire. So King energy is very masculine, so that's taking leadership over your emotions, okay? That's you taking care of your own energy. So that's you cleansing your energy, which is what you're doing, and then maintaining that energy, okay? For balance. That's what you're working on. Then you have Queen of Fire. That's you keeping your energy up and continuing to move through all of these difficult challenges. Okay, because moving in itself is a lot, a separation is a lot, okay? So it's you just kind of just breathing through all of this. So continue to get the healings. That's what I'm getting, okay? My YouTube channel has a lot there. You can re-listen to the video I just did this morning underneath my profile over and over again, okay? You have Page of Fire as well. That's talking about your potential. So some of these ideas that you have, like with the moving and it feels like other things, this is saying that there's a lot of positive energy. So this timeline also is related to you getting the ideal place, okay? So keep that in mind if there's a timeline that we don't necessarily like. It's 8 weeks or later, that's what I'm saying. But it's because we have a vision of what it is that we want, okay? Do you have any other questions here for me, Nyx? Okay. We did 9 cards instead of 8 cards, but beautiful fire energy. So it says, news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. Confident, outgoing, creative. Okay, so it feels like I'm sorry to hear that's something that you're worried about. So I was talking about shielding your energy. Do you know how to do that? Do you know what shielding means? I would look up how to ground your energy, how to protect your energy, how to shield your energy. Okay. So don't underestimate yourself. You pray a lot. Okay, because yeah, that's definitely helpful. But yeah, that's what I was kind of bringing up with the shielding, because it feels like, as I was saying, not listening to other people that you don't have, like, that you know either they're not speaking the truth, or like nothing good is going to come out of their mouth, that sort of thing. So I'm more getting just to protect your energy more. Okay, when we're tired, we're more susceptible to negative energy, and so that's another reason why I'm sharing to take care of your energy. So would you like to trust that you're safe? Would you like to trust that you're protected? Would you like to know that it's safe for you to start shielding your energy just a tiny bit more, so you can feel more confident in your sense of self and in your day-to-day? Yes. Okay, perfect. That or something better in divine timing. I needed that one too. Good. I'm getting balance, harmony, and self-love. You can get some puppy kisses there. Balance, harmony, and self-love are all things. Okay? So, would you like to have more balance, more harmony, more self-love? And if so, just saying yes. That or something better in divine timing. Good. And I'm getting to like let go of control a little bit, okay? Just because sometimes we're trying to control situations and how they happen, and the more we can let go of that ego and let go of that control, the easier it's going to be for us, right? As I was already sharing, when we get disappointed because we want things this way, but then they're not working out, like you said, the relaxation and the letting go and the healing can be really helpful for your energy, okay? So do you want to let go of any tendencies that you have to maybe want to control things. Do you want to let that go on all levels? Especially a history level, so society making you feel like you need to control things. And if it's a no, you can just say why, or just say no, and that's okay. Good, and then we're gonna, okay. And then we're gonna, so just because I don't have anybody else on my list for paid, do you want to share why you feel like you have to, instead of just letting go of control, that you have to try to let go of control? Is that something that's really hard for you to do? Maybe just why is it so hard for you to do? Is that like an old habit? Is it because your parent was like that? Just keep getting like you need some laughter and silliness around you. Yeah, like you're hypersensitive to the things around you and that sort of thing. Okay, so you're not able to get into your parasympathetic state, which is a state of relaxation, because you're in fight or flight. Okay, yeah, no problem. That's why you're getting healing, right? And that's why we do these in little steps too, because it's actually very helpful, but we need to like integrate it and then come back and do more, and it's really helpful, okay? So do you want to let go of feeling like your situation is very complicated and that you are in a constant hyper alert state? And if so, do you want to just cleanse that energy? Because this is letting go of your limiting beliefs, so believing that will be helpful, okay? So good. Okay, so now we're going to integrate that energy. So everything that you said yes to, you're just agreeing to, okay? That all the things you said you want to clear, you're agreeing to, and all the things that you want to manifest and attract and start to feel come in as well, okay? So we're going to finish this up. But my last words, so I'm going to do that for you. And again, that or something better in divine timing, so we're not controlling how this happens, trusting that things will come in for us. So drink lots and lots of water, because this is lots and lots of healing. All I was going to say is, like, it feels like your tank is on empty, okay? So if you look at our phone and how we need to charge up our phone or our battery, if we look at the car, our gas tank is empty, we have to put gas in it, right? So it feels like your energy is just feeling very like low. So guys, feel free to share, what do you do to fill up your tank? What do you do to charge your energy? Feel free to share to help Nyx here if you can. And Nyx, what do you do maybe to help yourself? Because these are just little ideas. So I'm still doing the clearing here, and then we'll get out of your energy, okay? Listen to some music, okay, awesome. Yeah, and preferably some more upbeat energy, right? So you might want to put like that calm and zen, but it kind of feels like you need the up energy. Okay. And then I'm going to get out of your records here. And I'm always grateful for the beautiful messages that come up, because I don't know what messages are going to come up, right? It's whatever you need to work on at the time, but it's always just trusting that the universe is going to provide us with what we need, which is really cool. Okay. And then I like to smudge afterwards or use my tinctures as well. So guys, what do you do to raise your vibration, to give yourself energy when you're feeling tired or low? So I'm kind of getting like a bubble bath can be really healing. Sometimes it might make us feel like really relaxed, but because you're working on getting into that parasympathetic state, getting your body to get comfortable with the idea of relaxing, water can be very soothing and relaxing. Now, when it comes to listening to sounds, I feel like water, I don't know if you like running water, more like waterfalls or rivers and things like that, but when we feel a lot of heaviness, a brook or a river can be nice. So literally getting near a brook or a river, sitting or being close to the water can be helpful, but putting that on could be great as well. Okay. So thank you so much for your purchase. I really appreciate it. I hope you found that helpful. A lot of this is now how the energy shifts, which is really great. So I like doing these because it helps with future. Okay. Also gives us lots of insight. So we're going to move on to Sherry. Are you still here? You shared. You're welcome. Thank you again. Okay. So I forget if you had a question or you just wanted to do the 2 cards. Okay, and thank you for your patience when people are doing paid. I know that sometimes people are just sitting back and waiting for their turn, but what's nice is when you start to understand how Theta healing works and you say yes to the downloads, it's really, really cool to listen in on other people's stuff too. So you have the King of Water, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured, open your heart and mind to those around you, trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. So typically when this shows up, it talks about you giving back to others. So that's your time and your energy. So it's just that you have a compassionate energy for helping other people. So people will tell you their problems and talk to you about things, and there's a comfort that they feel with your energy. Okay, so just recognizing that within yourself. And Akash, I put you down on the list as well, okay? 2 of Air also says you might be procrastinating on some things, or maybe just even ignoring that you're procrastinating on things, okay? Joanna, I'll put you on the list. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. So usually this says that we're trying to avoid something or we're just ignoring something, but it keeps getting our attention, okay? So it's in the back of your head. So the sooner you do it, the better it's gonna be, okay? So don't ignore those things that you're procrastinating on, Sherry. So User is next. Thank you, Joanna. User, are you still here? You shared. Thank you for being here. Please like and tap the screen if you're here as well. It's very helpful for me. I keep having to use the washroom because I'm drinking tea today, but it's very calming, except for when I have to pee. User, are you here? Akash, I know you're here. Are you just doing 2 cards or do you have a question? And stay tuned. We're going to do some energy healing here, some energy scans, and some more Theta healing in our group setting. Okay. What is your question? It says you have a question, so perhaps you're just writing it down. And then Johanna, you're next. And User, if you're there, we called your name, okay? And then I'll get to everybody else's questions. Relationship with Anna, will it work out? Okay. I kind of feel like right now I'm getting a no, but it feels like the energy can shift and change, so we can see what's going on with the relationship Okay, you have the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. This is more about like money and work. That's what's showing up, a new start. It feels like abundance is flowing to you, or you're creating more abundance in your life. So it feels like that success is something to be proud of. Then you have look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. So maybe, I don't know how you're feeling with this person, if you feel a little insecure, but it feels like this person wants to see the real you, or the true you, or your true colors. So maybe they're still getting to know you. Maybe, I don't know. But I would say if that's something that you want, just straight up talk to that person. Okay, talk to them about it. Hope you found that helpful. And Johanna, what is your question, or do you want just 2 cards? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Thank you for all the love. 2 cards. Okay. What does Johanna need to know? I keep saying your name funny. Johanna. Because sometimes we'll say Joanna instead of Johanna. I'm being silly today. So you have 3 of Earth, the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player, which that card came up for like everybody today over and over. So that says that we need a little break. Okay, we need to treat ourselves or reward ourselves a little bit with some things that would make us feel pretty or lovely or more affectionate, more compassionate, more centered. So giving yourself a little bit more of a rest and relaxation. If it's treating yourself to maybe something sweet, if you don't eat a lot of sweets, or it's interesting, but it could be like if you haven't baked in a long time, baking, something like that. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. So this is also the procrastination card, which is also showing up for a lot of people. So what is it that you're avoiding, that you haven't been doing, that you need to do? It just feels like, again, it could just be something that you're like, that's unconscious too, that it's like, I know I need to do this, but I've buried it a little bit. So again, that could be as simple as like, I know I need to bake because that's part of my path, but I'm just going to keep putting that up. So it could be as simple as that, okay? That's been coming up for me. I feel like I need to make banana bread. I'm smelling bananas. It's kind of like the chamomile. I've been doing readings, chamomile's coming up. I'm dreaming about chamomile. I made the chamomile tea bag. Just put it in the damn water. So I'm smelling the bananas. I got the bananas. Now make the damn bread, right? I just realized I even bought 2 bananas. It calls for 3, but I'm sure I could do it with 2. Just do the damn banana loaf, maybe half the recipe, since I'm the only one eating. Okay. Oh wow, I love to bake, but I haven't been baking. Okay. So yeah, so sometimes it's part of like who we are. It might remind us of grandma. It might remember us as a child baking with mom, that sort of thing. So it's about the memories. It has nothing to do probably with actually like making this sugary treat, which somebody might say, oh, I don't need to bake because I don't need to eat that. Well, there's a lot that comes with the energy of doing that. It can be helpful for your hands. So if you've been holding onto your phone a lot lately and you've got that sticky, icky energy going on in your hands, we replace that energy with bringing positive things into our hands. So doing writing exercises, or I'm actually getting my grief ceremony underneath my YouTube channel. Are you under there, Joanna? There, you can look up my playlists, rituals and practices, and under there's a grief ceremony. I would listen to that, okay? Try not to put that off. And I just did a Reiki session underneath my profile as well. You might want to just soak up the energy from that too. It's absolutely free and you can listen to it as many times as you want, which is nice. I'm going to do more Reiki sessions like that. Okay, so I do want to do an energy healing for our group as well, but I want to make sure that I get everybody's questions answered here, and their card pulls too. Okay, you're welcome. So I do need to pee again. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the rest of my readings, and then I'm going to do some energy healing for our group. Okay. All right. MZBCH. All right. Do you have a question? Or do you want just 2 cards? Let me know, okay? Thank you for the share. MZBCH. Lori. Will Jill and I work out this time around? That could be Jill. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Aren't these coasters pretty? My sister made them for me. She's been playing with resin. I'll show you guys the ones I made. Hello, am I being filtered? I'm not sure if you're being filtered or not. I'm just making a list for the people that do shares first. Okay, so I go in order. But yeah, aren't these really pretty? And they have little, like, I feel like showing you them. It's my first time ever using these, but very cool. I like them. Samantha. Okay. And then I have other ones that are kind of funky. They're kind of like space. Anyway, colors on those, there was purpose behind them. Less pretty. Okay, so will Jill and I work out this time around? So it sounds like it's the second time around, at least. Will Jill and Lori work out this time around? Jill, I'm glad you like them. And we made some really pretty earrings with our leftover resin as well. There's some really cool purple ones. I'll have to wear them on here so you guys can see. But yeah, she's super talented. I think when you're into the arts, all this stuff just comes natural to you. Okay. So what's interesting is you're asking about the relationship, but like money and finance and work are showing up instead of like love. So will it work this time around? I don't know. I feel like the energy is positive, okay? The energy feels positive around that situation, okay? You have enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. And then make time for those around you, take a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So yeah, I get really positive energy around that situation, okay? I hope you found that helpful. MZ. And then we have Samantha. Thank you for being here. Samantha, what is your question? Or do you just want 2 cards? With Linus, ever come back to be in a relationship again? So, will Linus ever come back to being in a relationship again? Kind of getting a no on that. Okay, pull up a couple cards about what's going on there. Okay. We're also going to do some group energy here. So if you need a little healing, we'll be doing some energy scans as well. And some theta healing. We did that a couple days ago, so I'll put this underneath my YouTube channel so you can watch this from the beginning to the end, okay? In case you missed it. And then, yeah, you can watch the one from the other day too. I have lots of stuff in there. I have 2,200 videos on my YouTube channel, so lots of resources. So you have an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. Okay, so this is definitely someone who's feeling more trapped than they need to feel. Because this usually says that there's plenty of room to like move around, but we're feeling trapped. Okay, Samantha? And then you have Knight of Fire. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Passionate, adventurous, self-assured, restless. So yeah, this is somebody who likes to have fun, but they like to have purpose when they do things. So I think you're looking for your person to be your person. That's kind of what I'm getting, but you want to have fun with them too. So like low drama, okay? Low drama. So that covers everybody that did a share, okay? And I want to try to answer everybody's questions that didn't do a share. I'm going to plug you guys in because I lose my battery fast around here. Whoa. Yikes. Okay. Jackie, hey, how you doing? I don't think this is how we want the angle of my face to be, but hey, you know what? That's okay. Gonna be comfortable, right? I'm gonna be comfortable in that skin. Shy, welcome in. So would you like to ask a question or just get 2 cards? Let me know, okay? Good. I must be filtered, LOL. Try again, try to, I don't know, word it in a way that, word by word. Shyla, would Sean be sad if I gave up on him? Getting a yes. You have to be in your feminine energy, okay? Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. You've got to take care of you and staying in that feminine energy. So getting out of masculine energy of like trying to control things, just allowing things to kind of be, I guess. And then you have victory, good news is on its way, public recognition or awards. People see you for your success, okay? They're proud of you, they're clapping for you because you're doing a great job, okay? So you might need to give yourself more rewards and recognition. That seems to be a theme for today, okay? You're welcome. Rochelle, thank you for the share. Do you have a question or do you want me to just pull you up 2 cards? Let me know, okay? Rochelle, do you have a question? Throw it in the comments. Sometimes if you're being filtered, I'll just pull out 2 cards and it'll answer your question for you, okay? Is Troy interested in me romantically? Kind of getting a yes. Feels like there's a start. Maybe there's a start of something there. Take it with a grain of salt, okay? I'm not going into your Akashic records. These are still general messages, okay? You have lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. The Empress, okay, just showed up for somebody else as well. So stay in that feminine energy. And then I shuffle the cards again, and you have the same card as the last person. Victory, good news, it's on its way. Public recognition or awards, okay? So this person sees you in a positive light, which is great. Diana, thank you. What is your question, or do you want me to just pull you up 2 cards? Thank you for the share. You're welcome. Don't judge my angle. Look at this. Thank you. Feel silly today. And the sun is shining. What's the weather like that? Like, I have that problem. Okay. I'm sitting on the floor, so it's my setup today. I want it to be closer to the window today, just to be more with the trees. You can kind of see how pretty it is here. All the trees. Will Dominic come back? Dominic. Will Dominic come back? I'm getting a heart. Thank you. I do feel like there's a possibility that this person can come back. Question is, do you want them to? Because I feel like there's potential for that, okay? You have Knight of Water, falling in love or wedding proposals that need to balance emotions, and invitation to a social event, okay? This is a new beginning in a new way. And then you have King of Water, trustworthy, compassionate, open your heart and mind to those around you, trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. Okay, this is also somebody who's very sensitive, somebody who really cares about other people's emotions. So I feel like you're seen in that light. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. Anybody else whose question I missed? Tessie, will Dayon come back, please? Okay, Dayon, come back. Kind of getting a no on that. Okay, but again, take it with a grain of salt. It says, fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. Okay, so maybe you need support with this. I'm going to be doing some group healing here shortly. You can come in and make a purchase as well, so we can go directly into your energy if you're interested. Harriet, should I still be quiet to Mom? Getting a no on that. Missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom, open your eyes to the possibilities. So this is someone who has opportunities, but they kind of have their head down. So bringing your head up and seeing things as opportunities maybe to move forward, okay? No pregnancy, no medical, no legal, and we don't go into anybody else's energy, okay? Okay. All right, anybody else that I missed? But we have a great connection, but he has avoidant attachment. Okay. Yep, so feel free to come in and get a session if that's something you want to work on, but we're going to do some group healing here as well if you want to just share the energy with others. I'm going to do some Reiki energy for our group, okay? So you can feel into that. We'll do some energy scans for people. What we'll do is even if you've gotten a message or a card reading or shared out today, we'll still do an energy scan for anybody that wants one once we get a little bit into the healing. And then we'll take the information that we get from the energy scans. We'll do either a big theta healing or a separate one for each. I'm not sure, okay? But I did this a couple days ago. It's underneath my YouTube channel, so if you want the Theta healing downloads from that, you can get the energy healing for the first hour, And then the last 20 minutes, I go in and do energy scans, and we do theta healing. So you can, what's nice is you can skim all the way to the theta healing part if you want to, because again, there are always messages and other people's messages for you, because we're sharing energy when we're doing group healing, okay? Unless somebody's doing a paid, it might not be directed towards you. You can still take information from it. Sabrina, what is your question, or do you want just two cards pulled? You don't need a question. Thank you for being here, everybody. So one question or just two cards? Two cards pulled. All right. What does Sabrina need to know? The cards are really speaking to you. They're already starting to follow. What does Sabrina need to know? I like the name Sabrina, by the way. Thank you. All right, two cards we haven't seen yet today. My dad picked it, LOL. Okay. Awesome. Too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. So this is that we need to stay busy with work, okay? This isn't a time to take vacation or anything like that. It feels like we're maybe balancing finance or something like that, okay? So we need to keep going. That's one thing. This is more for the energy of the day. And yeah, spirit always leads you to the cards that you need. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. This is also when it feels like things aren't working out in work or play, but we're just in a stage, okay? It's just temporary. So if things haven't been working out in work or play, it's just temporary. It's just where the energy is right now, and that just happens, okay? Trust me, I know. I had a year of that. Yep, I get it, okay? So thank you so much for your share. I really appreciate it. Let me know if that connects to you. It's okay if it doesn't. These might be things that are coming in as well. Thank you for the follow. AMAP. Do you have a question, or do you want me to just pull up two cards? You're welcome. I'll let you decide. Do you want a question or just two cards? I'll still pull up the two cards. This is AMAP because they shared, so I'm prioritizing them, okay? And when we don't have any shares on the list, then I'm picking from everybody else. That's why it gets a little confusing. So I have free one card, and then I have two for share. And then if you're a sub, you get three. But if you're a sub and you share, then you get 5, which is amazing. So that's equivalent to a 1-question reading. Okay, Shakira, does white still love me? I'm kind of getting a maybe. That energy doesn't feel strong in terms of like love, because like love is usually when we're loving on each other. Whereas I sense some distance here, so I'm being more of a maybe, okay? You have time to buckle down and get things done, honor your commitments to guardian angels. So this is saying that if that's something that you want, you have to go for like sticking to that no matter what, not giving up on that, okay? And then you have missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. So this is someone who's just putting their head down instead of bringing their head up and recognizing that there's opportunities for them, that there's a lot going on around them if they want that, okay? So I hope you found that helpful. Kelsta, it's been a while. Thank you for being here. We're going to do some group Reiki energy here with some energy scans and some theta healing as well. 30 if you're looking for healing. You get 8 cards, Akashic Records reading, and Reiki and Theta. Okay. It's 11:11 if you want 5 cards, 1 question, and an Akashic Records reading. And then there's some stuff in between there. Kelsta, what is your question, or do you just want 2 cards? Please and thank you. Someone just shared, so that's why I picked them, okay? All right. You have falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event, emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. Okay, so this is somebody who needs to take it down a notch. Maybe if they have high expectations, just to lower the expectations. Could be being hard on yourself, but it could also be a new beginning in something that you were doing in one way, now you're doing it in a different way. So it's kind of a new start, new beginning, okay? Then you have look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It is important to be yourself. Awakening, 12. Okay. I feel like you have strong ethics, and to stay with those ethics. For some reason, that's coming up, okay? Thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. Okay. So we'll move on to anybody else that's here that has a question or wants 1 card. You're welcome. Yes, sorry. You did. And I wrote you down as butterfly. Darcy, what is your question? You were supposed to be before Kelsta, so I'll give you an extra card, okay? My bad. Do you have a question, or do you just want your cards? Will it get positive callback from my audition? Now I'm getting a yes on that. Latifer? Okay, thank you. You're next on the list, okay? I'm getting positive energy around that. But it feels like you're putting positive energy out around that, okay? So you have too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. So again, I do sense that you need to keep working at this, okay? So even if you're getting positive energy around the situation, there's still a lot you need to do. So keep like applying for more, auditioning for more, or whatever, because it just feels like keep going. Okay. Well, that's why you're going to keep going, because it's like the work card that you've got to keep working, okay? And then you have logical, honest, challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. This is that you need to keep your time and energy occupied. As I said, mentally, you need to be in a good place, so doing things to distract yourself. I'm really bad for that too when I'm waiting for something. I want to know. And then your extra bonus card for me not paying attention. You have a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Night of fire. So this is you having purpose when you go and you do things. You're setting intentions. So would you say you do set intentions? Because that's what I'm getting that you're doing. You do that, and that is working out for you, okay? Now, if I'm wrong, I'm not going into your energy. So when you do paid, that's when I'm actually in your energy. So it still can lead to general messages, okay? You have to. Okay, awesome. So thank you so much for being here. My father will be agreeing in future for my marriage with... Okay. Oh, Latifer, you shared, thank you, so you take priority here. Latifer, does Danique love me? Now, we're not going into Danique's energy, so this is just a connection between the two of you. Is there love between the two of you? Okay? Is there love between Latifer and Danique? I get like a little bit. A little bit, okay? So this must mean that there's a start of something. Either the start or the end. Because it's just, there's just a little there, okay? That's what I get between the two of you. Okay, you have the Knight of Fire. That's your card in relation to the relationship. a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Okay? So that's what's coming through right now in the now. Okay? So I think that's it for share. So I'm going to move on to people that didn't share. Somebody's saying, please answer me. Just repeat your question if you don't mind. Or I can try to go back and see. My father will agree in future for marriage with love, Preet. Will my father agree in the future for my marriage with love, Preet? Jill. Will my father be in agree? And again, I'm just doing general messages here, so take it with a grain of salt. My father will be in agreement for future with love, Preet. I'm getting a yes on that. Okay? Take her with a grain of salt, guys. What should I focus on right now, Ashley? You're welcome. Love will keep us together. Mozzarella and cheddar. Ashley, I would focus on love. Loving yourself is the most important thing. You have a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Passionate, adventure, self-assured, and restless. Love, but also focusing on the love that you have for yourself. Okay? You're welcome. Is my crush my twin flame? Is my crush my twin flame? Getting a no on that, okay? You have the Ace of Earth. You have financial abundance coming through. The inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts, okay? So that's a good card to have. Is Justin going to break no contact between us? I'm getting a no. Things can change, okay? Foot's asleep here. So I need to make some adjustments. Hello. Is Mark feeling positive about our future? Yeah, I'm getting very positive. Yes. Thank you for asking your question. I feel like you've been here before, so thank you so much for being a supporter and liking and tapping the screen. Gifts are accepted as well. Even if it's 1 penny counts, even though pennies don't exist anymore. It still does in this world, so thank you. Thank you. Just not in the morning. That's when my energy needs a little bit of time. You can ask a yes or no question. SK, what is your question? Or you can just do 2 cards. SK, and then Jamie. SK, and then Jamie. Thank you. Hi, is something going to happen on Jep's trip with school between him and another girl? Okay. That, honestly, that's somebody else's energy, so I don't do questions like that, okay? Because I would have to, that's more about their life than your life, even if it affects you, okay? Because that's kind of like their business. So that's something I don't do, but that's something like you can play with. Like you can ask cards about that stuff if you're interested in somebody else's energy because it's related to you, okay? So new question if you don't mind. You can just say 2 cards if you want me to just pull up cards and see what shows up. I know what the situation is, so... Claude's is saying that you shared. Did I miss you? I shall go back. You must have shared a while ago. Because it will say shared beside it. Are you sure you shared? Do you mind resharing? Because that would have been a really long time ago. And I didn't see you saying anything until then. Sabrina, and I don't see you saying anything. I'm checking. See you saying, asking your question. SK, then Jamie. Is something going to, okay. Mary. Okay. Then Claude's. Okay, thank you. Maybe that's why I didn't see. I just like to make sure because I don't have anybody checking it out for me, okay? Awesome. So we're looking for SK's question. Thank you for explaining. Could I get the cards? Okay, no problem. Yeah, so now I know the situation. So we'll see if love comes up. Okay. And then I have Jamie and Mary. And then Claude. Claude's. Okay. So you have skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. So this is you have the talent card, okay? So there's, when you're doing things, you're really great at it, okay? This could be a hobby that you can turn into money. And then you have a time of positive change, a situation suddenly moves forward, fortune is on your side. So you have positive, really positive cards. You can look up the 8 of Earth and you can look up the wheel. The wheel says that you're in charge of your own destiny. So you get to choose how you want to feel and what you want to do about it. And so I would say stay positive about this situation, okay? Thank you for being here. Thank you. Hello, welcome in. So we have a couple people on the list that shared and then we can get to everybody else. Jamie, do you have a question? No, you're welcome. Jamie. Technically, it's only supposed to be 1 card because it's 2 cards if you share and you already got 1, but that's okay. We'll give you 2, okay? Jamie, are you here? If not, we'll move on to Mary. Hi. Welcome in. We're going to do some group healing here as well, so stay tuned for that. We'll do some theta healing, some energy scans, and some chakra balancing, which can be really relaxing. I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel after this as well, hence why we don't have any music. Okay, Jamie might be gone. Mary, are you here and do you have a question? Or you can do 2 cards. Okay, thank you for the follow, Glenn. So after I do all the shares, so it's Mary and then Claude's, then I go to everybody else, okay? Yeah, so I will get to you after Mary, but I don't see Mary asking anything. If you're being filtered, just send me a heart and I'll still pull you up 2 cards, okay? Does Oliver miss me? Is he going to reach out soon? Just curious. Is Oliver gonna reach out to Mary soon? Getting a no on that, okay. It says missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. So it's bringing your head up about the situation. Maybe you've been feeling down about it all. And so it's time to bring your energy up about the situation. Too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach, so becoming a little more lighthearted. And then putting your face into work a little bit more would be good, okay? I hope you found that helpful. Sorry if it's not the answer that you want to hear, but that's just what's kind of coming through now in general messages, okay? And then Claude's, are you here? And what was your question? Is Jimmy going to come back to me this week after his space? Keep in mind, take it with a grain of salt, okay? I don't know. There's positive energy around that situation, so it definitely feels like it's a possibility, okay? Woo! Your cards are flying. You have fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs, okay? So maybe there was something that happened in that situation that you needed to express. You need to express yourself about more to bring balance. Maybe you need to talk to this person about how you feel a little bit more, okay? To bring some balance in. But anyway, I could go deeper into that, but I'm just going to leave that there, okay? I hope you found that helpful. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So that's everybody that shared. Yeah, I know. That's why I was going to go further into it, but it's like, but you said it was only for a certain length of time. Also, sometimes, anyway, I'm not going to go into it because I feel like I could just go into details with that one, and I'm just going to keep it light because everybody wants a message. You can come in and get a one question reading if you want, and I can give you more support with that. That's in my link tree. We're also going to do some group energy, and I'm going to do an energy scan for everybody too, okay? Which is really nice, and then we'll do some theta healing around the situation, so you can kind of put in your 2 cents energy-wise. Karen and John and I be a couple. Will John and I be a couple, Karen? I think there's more work to do on that situation if you want that to be a thing, okay? You've got to put in more time and energy and effort into that situation to make that happen. That's what I'm getting, just because with the energy right now, that's how I'm feeling, okay? I hope you found that helpful. You have the 9 of fire. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Makes sense? Makes sense. Anybody else here looking for a message? If you share, you get 2 cards. Thank you for being here. And then we're going to shift into some energy healing and some energy scans and some theta healing, which is awesome. And then this will be underneath YouTube to be helpful, okay? So you can rewatch. Is my girlfriend committed to me? Based on the energy that I feel like this person's quite committed to you. That's what I get. Now, we don't go into anybody else's energy, so this is just between you and that person. Okay. Thank you for being here. All right, did we get everybody's questions? Is there anyone that I missed? Our group is very positive, which is really like, I kind of set the intentions for that. So we might be clearing out some people that maybe whose energies we don't need here. So that's great. So if you're here, it feels like you're here for a reason. Well, Victor and I reunite soon. Chip, chip. Yeah, I feel like there's a possibility there for that, okay? You have don't give up, protect that which you've created, have courage and believe in yourself. Right? Janice would like a card, please. What does Janice need to know? So stay tuned for our healing as well. What does Janice need to know? Hello. Luli, you've been on my mind. does Julie need to know? You have events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. Creative solutions. So this is somebody who needs to stay really busy and needs to stay occupied mentally a lot. So it's taking on a new course, taking on a new skill or something like that. I think that would be helpful. Okay, thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. Is my cousin, I'm not going in any particular order. Is your cousin angry at you? I'd have to go into that person's energy in order to answer that, okay, which I don't do, but I can just say, are there issues between Anne and Mel? You're welcome, Julie. Are there issues between, please like and tap the screen if you're here as well, it's appreciated. Are there issues between Anne and Mel? I don't know. I'm not getting that there are issues there. So maybe it's not as bad as you think, okay? Although you might be feeling something. And again, I can't get into this because I'm just doing freeze, but Beauty by Luli would like a card, please, with prayer sign. You have an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation. Review everybody's motives, okay? What comes through here is it's basically just saying that there are some people that might be like feeling a little down around you, and when you're really up and other people are down, we don't want to make them feel kind of like badly that they're not where we are. So there might be somebody around you who's feeling a little bit like under the weather, and maybe there's somebody that you can connect with and help them out of that circumstance or situation. The alternative is if you're feeling kind of down and there are other people that are all like up and stuff like that, that could also make your energy feel kind of crappy. So it's just recognizing to find that fine balance between celebrating like, woohoo, we're awesome, and like them being down. So there's a little bit of a balance there that's coming through, okay? Hope you found that helpful. You can look up the card online as well. 5 of air. Okay. All right. You're welcome. Okay. Anybody else here looking for a message? If you share, you get 2 cards. So if you decide to share, but you already got a message, then you'll get an extra card, okay? Hi, Our Awakening Lives. That's a beautiful name. Did I miss anybody? So paid readings are 11, 15, 20, and 30. 30 is when you get healing, so you get energy healing, theta healing. Akashic Records reading 8 cards. If you're doing 11, you get 5 cards, 15 for 10, 20 for 15. And then you can ask 1 question, 2 question, 3 question. That's kind of how it goes. And 3 questions with the 30. So lots of good stuff. Our Awakening Lives wants 2 cards. Thank you. And then no S, that's what I'm going to call you, okay? Thank you. Will be next. So Our Awakening Lives, do you have a question or do you just want 2 cards? Let me know. Let's see what you get. All right. What does Our Awakening Lives need to know based on their energy? Thank you for the share. I appreciate it. Self-love is coming up right away. That's been a theme for the last like 5 days and pretty much everybody's healings, okay? So that's where the energy is right now. So it feels like you're tuned in with where the energy is of not just our group, but with the energy of the stars and the moon and all that stuff. You have too much work, accept help from others, life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns, okay? This just says, if you look up this card, that there's a burden, that it's a burden that needs to be released or is going to be released because it's kind of self-imposed. So it's like when we're taking on too much at once, okay? Thank you, Julie. So you'll get an extra card. And then you have the Empress card, staying in that beautiful feminine energy, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. Okay, so that's doing things that don't necessarily make money, but bring you joy. Okay, and then maybe it can bring money later, but it's more about the feelings that you get of being and doing that feminine stuff. Okay. Thank you. So NOS, you're next on the list. And then Julie gets one card, and then XOXO. You're welcome. I hope you found that helpful. Sometimes when we see that 10 of fire, it's just like, we're going to feel a lot lighter soon, okay? Thank you, Jojo. We're going to do some group healing here as well. So you can stay tuned for that or hop back on if you like. It's also going to be underneath YouTube if you want to watch that. Thank you. No S, what is your question? I'm on you right now. Or do you just want the 2 cards? I have your cards here. So just put 2 cards of your question, one or the other. Cards are really speaking to you, so that tells me that you work with energy or something like that. Violet, will I be financially stable soon? Okay. So yeah, I feel like you manifest quite fast. So the energy feels positive, okay? Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. So it feels like you have a lot of compassion. So I feel like it's more about people are willing to give to you freely. So I just see more free stuff than anything, and seeing that stuff is really valuable. So feeling rich in life, that sort of thing. And I know it sounds corny, but plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. It just feels like right now keeping your energy to yourself. So not spending too much money as well will be helpful to help you with that. Okay. Thank you. So Julie, you have 1 card. You can ask another question if you want. I don't think you did in the first place. So Julie, 1 card for you. Thank you. So it's Julie and then XOXO and then JoJo. Sounds like I'm singing a song here. Julie, XOXO, JoJo. When we don't have music, you have to make your own entertainment. Will my finances get better soon? Okay. You have a complex decision that need to do research. Stop procrastinating. So it's saying that you need to take time to like kind of reflect a little bit on what you want and then take action on it. So there's like a little bit of like a letting go of, I don't know why these words are coming up, but it's like letting go of holding back or thinking too much and that sort of thing. So it's like there's an action step that you need to take and be like, I need to do this, or I need to come up with this plan, or I need to talk to so-and-so, or I need to initiate this. But there's initiation of like, stop thinking about it and just kind of go do it. Okay, great. Julie, XO, JoJo. It's a little different every time. All right, so XOXO. What is your question? Or you can just do 2 cards, whichever you like, okay? So just say question or 2 cards. All right, I'm glad that's helpful. Yeah, it's hard for me to not go deeper into these readings and really give you guys more information when I'm doing freeze, but you're welcome. So I'm going to pull you up 2 cards, XOXO, unless I see a question. What does XOXO need to know? Stephanie, will F reach out? I do feel like there's a possibility that can happen, okay? I'm getting positive energy around it. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. So it feels like there's a bit of a burden right now, maybe while you're waiting, but it feels like that's going to be gone, okay? Also, maybe reach out to that person if you feel like you're getting stressed out about the situation. Focus, 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 communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative, okay? So getting readings are actually really good for you too. Might take away some of that heaviness that you're feeling. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So JoJo, you get 2 cards. You can ask a question or just say 2 cards. Please and thank you. Will R come back into my life in this future? Yep, you can ask that. Will R come back into my life in this future? for some reason, it feels like they're kind of like out of your life. Great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness and compassion. We haven't seen this card yet, and a lot of the same cards keep coming up. For some reason, there's discipline around this. I don't know if it's like to cut cords with the person or like let go, that sort of thing. If that's hard for you to stop thinking about them or focusing on that, that's kind of what I get. A sudden event that needs immediate attention, time is of the essence. Thank you for the follow. Think things through carefully, passionate, adventurous, self-assured, restless. This is someone who really does know what they want, though. That's what I get. And you like to live life to its fullest. So I think that that's really important to acknowledge, okay? About yourself. And maybe that's why. I don't know. Throat chakra stuff coming up too, so keep working on that. So when we go to do our group healing, stay tuned for that. And maybe we can work on it together. Okay, hello, welcome in. Aislinn, you've been on my mind too. I've got lots of people hopping in that I haven't seen in a while. Shauna, what's your question, Shauna? Or you can just say 2 cards. Shauna. Thinking about you, hoping you move on. Well, there you go. See, we're both thinking about each other. And bam, there it is. Hope all is well. The geek is the geekish reader. Where does that name come from? Are you a reader? All right, you have a relationship that continues to grow closer, Shauna. Forgiveness, a positive resolution of a conflict. This says that you have a really strong friendship with somebody. Or like a love romance with somebody specific right now. So I don't know who that is, but I'm sure you relate to that. And then you have the power of creativity. This showed up for everybody today. Recognition for very high quality work. Be a team player. This is somebody who needs a little bit of a timeout to go play because there's a lot of work ahead of you. Okay. I love books and I'm geeky. Ha ha ha. That makes sense. Yes, I'm just getting into like the start of reading. I've been a writer my whole life and now just thank you. And now just getting into wanting to read. Yeah, it's just funny. I just kind of dropped the writing and wanting to step into that. 2 completely different things. Normally we do that together. So that covers everybody. Love fantasy and historical novels. Okay, I'm trying to find stuff that would interest me. That's what my mom said. What would you even read? And normally I'm all about self-help, and that's like I wrote a book that I self-published and never really like let other people read. But that was like self-help, how to find your purpose. And now I feel like, yeah, I'm more into like things that would be, I think fantasy would be good to get my mind off of things, right? What do you guys read? Do you guys have any good books? Okay, so that covers everybody that shared. So now any questions from anybody that didn't share, we'll pull 1 card for you. And don't forget, we're going to get into our group healing here, so stay tuned for that. He's into past life regressions. Okay. I love past life regression. A lot of past life has to do with this life, just saying. All right, anybody have a question? 1 card that didn't get 1 yet. If you share, you get 2. If you're a subscriber, you get 3. There are some amazing things in his books. Okay. Is Dad around? Yeah, I feel like you had a reading with your dad before that when I was connecting with another healer online. Dad is absolutely around. I don't need to double check that one. The end of a difficult situation, embrace the change and expect things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. This says that there's a new beginning or a new start that's not going to be as heavy, that's not going to be as bad. So Dad's kind of letting you know that things are going to get lighter and things are going to get brighter, okay? I hope you found that helpful. Will my ex Mark reach out and try to reconcile? That's it. There's a potential there. Okay, you have the 7 of Fire. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. So stand up for yourself if that's not something that you're interested in. Maybe you need to protect your energy a bit more and put some boundaries in place. Okay, thank you very much. Am I making the right career choice? Rosie from England. Yeah, you have an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So I'm getting a yes on that. You're welcome. Shanti, what is your question? You get 2 cards. You could just say 2 cards as well if you don't have a question. Shanti, you're welcome. And you could do a paid reading as well, okay? Well, excuse me, energy's moving through me. Will Bikram come back to my life? You blocked me. Bikram, come back to my life. I'm not feeling positive about that energy. I think maybe when somebody blocks us, it's time to move forward, okay? For the most part, at that time, that's a boundary put in place. It changes from time to time with different people, but I think that is somebody's way of creating a boundary. I had a reading with somebody recently that I just did here online. It was a free one. But yeah, she was really having a hard time with somebody blocking her. Does anybody else relate to that? I had somebody that I pissed off that's an old friend. I was just going through something at the time, so I didn't say hello to her in like a restaurant. And it was a special day for her, and she got really PO'd, and I just had something going on at the time, so I didn't say hi. So it wasn't avoiding her, just had something else going on, and she didn't block me, she unfriended me, and she was obviously really upset about it, but she took it very personally, and then when I tried to explain that to her, it became kind of snotty and stuff like that towards me. So I kind of got upset with the idea that she took it to that like extreme. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, that was her boundary letting me know that she wasn't happy, and then you have to let it go. So I don't know why that's coming up for somebody, but maybe somebody needed to hear that. Me and Emma relationship is over? Question mark. I don't know, maybe there's some loose ends that need to be tied. I'm kind of getting that it's not completely over, so maybe it's some loose ends that you need closure, or ties that need to finish up. You have a happy, very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life, okay? Okay, I'm glad that relates to you. I too have had issues with my sister. Luckily, I have a few more of them. But now we're all good. You're welcome. I'll be 1 sec. All right. Does Kay miss me? That one I'm gonna skip over, okay? Because we're gazelle, because we're going into somebody else's energy, okay? To find that out. If they do or if they don't, that's kind of their business. So you can ask another question, okay? And I'll answer that one. It's just one of my boundaries. So no legal, pregnancy, medical, and then the energy has to be related to you, because we don't go into somebody else's private energy. Now, if we have permission to, that's different. And usually that's for different reasons. Thank you for the gift. Yay! All right, anybody else that we missed for a free card reading? We're still going to do some energy healing here. Hello and welcome in. So share is 2 cards. You get 1 free card if you want. Cute RN. Are you a cute RN? Cute RN. So question has to be about you, okay? You and someone, that's different, but you have to be involved in the equation, okay? The Empress, Archangel Gabriel is your card. Okay, you were wanting a free card. Cute RN. So when we see the Empress energy, this is usually somebody who is tapping into their intuition, they're baking, they're sewing. Back in the day, women would take care of the men, and the man would work, and the woman would take care of the kids and take care of the laundry and cooking and cleaning and all that stuff. Well, we've moved, thank you, Itsy Bit, I'll write your name down. Well, we've moved a long way away from that now. So but it's still staying in that feminine energy that you have, and it's honoring that within yourself. So it's like, if you have things that make you feel good for you, doing those things will be helpful. Okay, that's the Empress feminine energy, and you know what feminine energy means. And feel free to let me know what your sign is, and I can tell you if you're feminine energy or masculine energy when it comes to the cards and astrology more naturally. And that would be, then we have our sun, we have our moon, and we have our rising. So it'd be interesting to see. My sun is Aries, which is masculine. My moon is Cancer, which is masculine. My rising ascending sign is feminine. So I have 2 masculine and 1 feminine. So very strong leadership skills. So Taurus is feminine. Pisces is feminine. Actually, sorry, Pisces is both. They're not feminine or masculine. They're a mix of both. They're learning both of those things. Because they're not the king or the queen. They're the page, which is still learning the masculine and feminine. They're trying to master both. So they've got kind of a touch of both and trying to figure it out. Itsy Bitsy, what is your question? Leos are feminine. They're the queen of fire. So they're balancing their passion, and they're that tiger. So they're doing a little bit of everything well. And Tauruses are the queen of pentacles, so they're into the 5 senses. So they like food, they like the finer things in life, music, candles. Just me, hot dog, lol. All right. Thank you, you're welcome. All right. So Itsy Bitsy, are you still here? Because you shared, so you get 2 cards. And you're welcome, cute RN. Good afternoon, welcome in. Vitabella, what is your question? Or you can just put 2 cards. Itsy Bitsy, you might be gone now. I don't see you popping up. Just send me a heart if you're still here, okay? Oh, here you are. Should I pursue a relationship with the name on my mind? The name on my mind and the mind on the name. Getting a straight up no on that. Now, I'm just doing general messages, so we're not actually going into your energy. So take it with a grain of salt, okay? But you have King of Earth. That's a beautiful card to have. A successful time. Well, okay. Man, not name. Okay. Well, I figured that. Okay. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch. Generous, professional, responsible, and practical. So this is like someone who has a really good, healthy family life, financial life, that sort of thing, because of their ability to kind of keep everything organized. Now, usually a Capricorn would be like, what? No, I don't. But they do. They really do. They have a much better sense of that than a lot of other people do. Okay. Vitabella, did you want 2 cards or do you have questions? Sama, will Mosen come back to me or is he over? I'm just going to ask 1 question, okay? Because that's all you get. Well, and I don't like to say that's all you get. You get a lot for free. Will Mosen come back to me? Kind of getting a no on that as well. okay? I think your name might be Julia. If you have the sun, just put your name beside and say shared if you don't mind. You have a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side, okay? So this is you deciding that when you know exactly what you want, you're going to go for it because you realize that you're in charge of that. Whatever it is that you want, you can have when you decide it, okay? But then it's also accepting when you don't want things and that it's not right for you too, okay? All right, thank you. So Julia, what is your question? And you can just put 2 cards if you want. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. I might have to move my position here in a couple minutes before we do our healings. Thank you for all the new follows here. Julia, 2 cards or 1 question? The 2 cards. Fancy pants you are. I like that. I didn't know that you could even do that. See, I'm learning things from you guys. Okay, you have the 2 of air, upside down, being unwilling or unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there's no problem. So usually when this card shows up, it says that we're ignoring something and that eventually we'll have to deal with it. So you can keep ignoring it or you can deal with it, but it's something that you need to deal with head on or face on, okay? If there's something you've been procrastinating or ignoring. Spreading kindness, I like that. Okay, so victory, good news is on its way, public recognition or rewards, Julia. 6 of fire, this says that you need to be proud of yourself for all your hard work because there are other people that see your efforts, like you just putting up those 2 cards. I'm like, oh, that's so cool, thank you. It took extra time, but you did that. So I just think that other people acknowledge your little things that you do. You seem like the person who'd make a bow and like wrap a present really nicely. Have you watched the show with the Duchess from Sussex, if I'm saying that right, Megan Sussex? So she does like a really cool documentary on like making beeswax candles and different things. I feel like you would enjoy that. Okay, check it out on Netflix. She just does, I don't know, just like cute little things. These are things that I have interest in, but I feel like you might have a little interest in that. Spreading kindness. No, it wasn't. I'm just finishing up with all the people that shared that when you share, you get on the list and then you get 2 cards, okay? And then if you didn't, what is your question? And I'll pick you, okay? Spreading kindness. Okay, and you can share. All right, Emma, what's your question? Or you can just put 2 cards down in the comments, okay? Emma, and then spreading kindness. Emma, oh, Emma, oh, Emma, oh. Nevada is my name, okay. So Emma, oh, what is your question? Or you can just put 2 cards in the comments. This is basic, but will I enter a romantic relationship soon? Getting a strong yes on that, okay? You have a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict, okay? So starts with a friendship. Maybe they're already in your energy field. Forgiveness is showing up as well, so something to work on. Maybe there's someone you need to forgive, and that'll bring the energy in stronger. You have the Knight of Earth, time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. This is also sticking with your goals. So if there's somebody in mind that you really want to pursue, make sure you stick with that person no matter what. Like, give them your everything to make that work, okay? Thank you for being here. So spreading kindness, what was your question? Or you can just put 2 cards down. And then my husband's probably going to walk through the door, and when he does, I'm going to have to just pause and move rooms. So we can stay tuned for our group healing. So you have 6 of air. Things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. Okay, this is that you're either moving or things are going to get more internally positive, more calm, more relaxed, that sort of thing. So if there's been kind of some stressful times, it's looking better, it's looking brighter, there's going to be some type of change or transition, okay? And then you have, I actually got that card today for myself. An illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. So this is when somebody's feeling a little stressed, like, oh, there's no room for me to do this, there's no money for me to do this, or whatever the feeling is that you're having. But this is saying that there's room to move around. There's like obstacles, but you can move around those obstacles, okay? So it's not, it's just more the thought pattern. I hope you found that helpful, okay? Okay. Send love to your car. Everybody send some love to spreading kindness if you can, if they're feeling a little stressed. You're welcome. Okay, so I think I'm just going to take a minute here and I'm going to move from where I'm sitting. So I'm just going to put you guys on pause just for about just a few minutes, and then I'll be back online, okay? So stay tuned. All right, I'm back. Lost some people there, that's okay. I just had to transition here. So, I'll get you guys plugged in. All right, so I don't see any shares. Thank you for the follow. So we'll pick people that haven't had a chance to get a card reading yet, okay? I'm not putting you on the list. It's just random, okay? I'm just gonna grab my smudge here, light my candle, because I'm just kind of resetting here. We're gonna do some group healing shortly as well, okay? Do you guys smudge? What do you do to clear your energy? I have a Reiki session that I just posted underneath my profile for cleansing your aura. So that's one you can listen to. But if I do a Reiki session again, underneath my profile. What would you like Reiki for? Would you like Reiki for anxiety, Reiki for fear? And I sell sage and I sell Palo Santo, so if you're interested, just inbox me. I sell crystals, I sell crystal jewelry. Okay. Anxiety and fear. Okay. Because I'd like to do like more regular videos so you guys have resources to go to underneath my page. Now underneath my YouTube channel, I have a lot of those, but under here, I'd like to have more. Okay. Perfect. Allie or Alina, are you still here? Send me a heart, sweetness. Light my candle, yes. Okay, will I get a promotion, get promoted this year? Let's see what comes through. So it feels like the energy is not lining up for that currently. Okay. So it doesn't mean that it can't happen. It just means that right now that's not how it's showing up. Okay. So you have Page of Fire. These are more when we have ideas, we need to plant the seed. So when you're manifesting with the next new moon, I'll be doing new moon readings and healings as well when the new moon comes in. I have a membership group where every new moon I do Theta healing and healing to help you manifest, and all the previous months are in there as well, among many other videos. That's again a monthly fee, but underneath my YouTube channel I try to post things and videos there as well, talking about the new moon. So news of an exciting new endeavor, use your originality and ingenuity. So this is you planting the seeds for that, okay? That's something that you need to do if you want that to happen. Makes sense? All right, anybody else that I missed? Feels extra quiet in this room. And I'm going to put this underneath my YouTube channel when I'm done so you guys can get the messages from other people, because that's really helpful. And then the healing that comes with this. And then you can scroll if you just want the healing or whatever. Just listening in can be helpful because it's all timeless. All right. Do we get everybody's questions? Are you just here for the healing? Or do you have a question? Because we're going to do some energy scans here once we get into our healing a little bit further, and then we're going to do some theta healing on your based on your energy scans. All right, maybe things have settled down a little bit. So I'm going to change this to free energy scan and paid in bio. Will I find a soulmate to marry? Well, oh, sweetness, we already answered yours, okay? So it says it's under review right now, so it'll take a couple minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up our energy healing. So all you have to do is say yes to consent, and we're going to start with that. So all you have to do is receive, and then we're going to open up to free energy scans. So we'll go into each person's energy individually and see what Spirit wants you to know based on your energy. Even if you've already had a reading, that's okay. If you're a subscriber, it doesn't matter. Well, we're pulling out 3 cards for subscribers if you haven't gotten a message yet. Great time to subscribe as well. I'm doing lots of frees and I'm on here on the regular, which is great. I'm going to write those things down. And then we're going to do some theta healing, helping you release and let go of these things that are coming up, which is even better. and help you manifest the things that are coming up, because it's not all negative things that come through in a session or in an energy scan. Sometimes it's a good thing, so we want to amplify that energy too. So Nix, you're saying that you want a energy scan, okay? And you're consenting. So we're going to do an energy scan for you. Okay. And then I'll write down what came through for you. We'll add that into our healing, which is really cool. Okay. So take time and slow down. That's your message. Take time and slow down. So guys, let's help each other since we're doing group healing. Everybody, this is related to everybody, okay? How do you take time and slow down? What do you do to help Nix and everybody else? Because this is group energy and group healing here. So just say yes to consent, and then if you want a free energy scan, just put scan in the comments. Your name and scan, okay? So that's you, Nix. Julie. So what do you guys do? Help me out here. If we're going to do group healing, we have to help each other. What do you guys do to take time and slow down? So taking time and slowing down would be as simple as sharing things with other people. Taking time to share information, taking time to give them compliments, taking time to give people gifts, taking time to write somebody a letter, taking time to make phone calls for people that you love and care about, taking time to text message people and check in and ask them how they're doing. How do you guys take time to slow down? Do you have a scheduled TV show that you like, that you take time for? What do you take time for? Do you sip on your tea, write a book, read a book, going for a walk in nature? Okay. So is that, Julie, is that scheduled? Or do you just do that? Is it the same time every day? Or is it when you need it? Do you wait until you need it? So Julie, I'm gonna do a scan here for you when needed. So maybe it's scheduling or carving out time on a regular basis for that walk. Maybe it's lunchtime every day. Is that possible? Taking time to slow down. Taking breaks was a big theme for us here today in all of our messages. So I like to kind of come with a conclusion of all the beautiful messages. But did you guys see the Three of Pentacles showing up over and over, saying that we need to take a little break from work, take a little day off? So Julie, working on you. Deep breathing, deep breaths. Specifically, it's not deep breathing, but it's deep breaths. So do you guys take time to do deep breathing exercises? Do you do yoga? Do you do that in meditation? Do you listen to breathing exercises? So I would recommend my Reiki video that I just posted underneath my profile, because I set the intention that that was for somebody who needed deep breathing, to do deep breathing while you watch the video, okay? So while you're listening to the video, it's like 7 minutes, do deep breathing while you're watching that. Just breathe in. Hold it. This is specifically what I'm getting. And then slowly exhale as slow as you can possibly go. Julie, you could really benefit from my yoga and healing class I'm doing. This is on Friday at 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. It's $15. It's yoga and healing over Zoom, okay? So you can e-transfer or you can use PayPal. It's It's $15 and I'll email you the Zoom link, 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. Not sure what time difference is for you. There's only one other person coming into the class. It's the most basic level, but the healing is more what will be beneficial for you, it feels like, okay? More of that throat chakra work. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Would anybody else like an energy scan? We're going to do some theta healing around the energy that's coming up for our healing, for our group healing. So far we have take time and slow down, deep breaths. Pretty basic stuff, pretty deep at the same time. Maybe it's just going to be the two of you, and that's okay. We're going to keep doing the energy healing until I feel like we don't need it anymore, okay? So typically I'll do energy healing for no longer than an hour, all right? But we'll just see how the energy moves through. If you don't have time to be here, that's okay. You can watch the replay underneath my YouTube channel. That link is in the link tree. Same name as I have on here. So Julia, do you think you'll join our yoga and I wanted to say in deep breathing, but your yoga and healing on Friday? Awesome. And if you have any questions about it, just inbox me, okay? But if you, okay, awesome. So my e-transfer, I'm not sure if you're in Canada, but my e-transfer is if you leave and come back, at the top of the screen, you'll see Horseman Readings. It's at Gmail, okay? And then if you're not, you can use PayPal, which is also my link tree. Wonderful. Oh, yay. Okay, awesome. I thought your name looked familiar. So as long as your email is with your payment, I'll send you the link. Julie, do you have your Reiki training? I have Theta. Okay. I knew you had some type of training. It's kind of all coming back to me now. Okay. If you ever want to learn Reiki training, I have a membership group. It's a monthly fee that you pay. Okay, it's $55.55. You can cancel it anytime. You can do it just for the month if you want to, but I have all my Reiki training in there if you're interested. But I was just feeling like you had energy training. Getting the Reiki attunements is probably the best part of the Reiki training because it helps shift your energy. If you want to be more aware, I guess, of energy, the Reiki attunements are really great. And you get those just by watching the videos. So I have thousands and thousands of dollars worth in there, so it's really beneficial. And you get a lot of Theta healing in there every new moon, every full moon. Yeah. Lots of good stuff, guided meditations, yoga, Akashic Records training, stuff around manifesting, abundance, like you name it, it's in there. Okay, wonderful. Yep. So the way that you pay for the membership group is also in my link tree. You can find my website, or you can click on memberships, whichever you like, but it's robinhorseman.com. The very top you'll see memberships. You hover over it, and then you'll see the payment options. There are different payment plans. It's just the Reiki training is in the VIP one, okay? And that's where you get the most healing and the most videos, and like you can binge watch all of those, but there's so many. I don't even know how many I have now. It's a lot. All right, so we're gonna move on to the Theta healing, okay? For taking time to slow down and deep breaths. So we'll start with the taking time to slow down, and then there'll be new energy that shows up for us, okay? So would you like to let go of feeling like you don't have enough time and that you can't slow down? And if so, just saying yes, let's let it go on a history level. So society making you feel that way. I definitely feel that pressure too. Let's let go of any pressure that's showing up for you. And Julie, do you mind just sending me an inbox, just even if it's just saying like yoga or membership or something like that? Because what happens is I can't find people after this live unless they message me. There's way too many people, if you don't mind. So then you're in my radar. So self-love is coming up. So why might we feel blocked? Okay, thanks. Why might we feel blocked? I feel like saying emotionally or in relation to self-love. Why might we feel blocked emotionally or in relation to self-love? What's showing up for you guys? Well, self-love's showing up regardless, okay? So would you like to know that it's safe for you to focus on self-love moving forward, that or something better in divine timing? Would you like to know Creator of the Universe's truth around what self-love truly is? And if so, just saying yes. Always that or something better in divine timing. We'll just trust that that's going to happen. Self-love is just so strong. So how do you guys practice self-love? Help each other out in our group here. Don't be shy. After a relationship with a narcissist person, maybe. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, maybe you don't know who to trust anymore. Maybe just the pain that's showing up around that. So do you want to let go of any stress that's showing up as a result of being with a narcissist person? And if so, just saying yes. How about being with or being around? Boom. Deep breathing here. Good, I'm hearing cultivating a new path, that we're cultivating a new path, okay? Wonderful. So I'm going to write that down, cultivating a new path. That's what we need to do. That's what we are doing. That's what we're working on, okay? Crossing our T's, dotting our I's. Welcome in, Joanna. We're doing some Theta healing here. If you want a free energy scan, that's also available, so we can add you into our Theta if you'd like. But what are ways that you focus on self-love? How do you show self-love? So Regina, we shifted the energy over to free energy scans to add into our healing. Would you like one of those? If so, just say scan. Okay, so Joanna, what are ways that you know how to show yourself love? What do you do for yourself to show yourself love? Scan for Joanna. So the throat chakra is bouncy, Joanna. So it's like an overactive throat chakra. So it's when we've talked too much, said too much, when we're like angry and we're ripping one, that sort of thing. Where it feels like we need to go inward and we need more peace and we need more quiet, okay? So I'm writing down peace, that we're bringing in peace. That's what we're working on. That's what we're manifesting, okay? And you can look up, what does it mean when we have an overactive throat chakra? Does anybody know this already that knows the chakras when they're over in excess or under? Usually we talk about blocks, but we don't always talk about over excess. So I'm going to answer this question since people aren't participating in the group healing, okay? Self-love is how we treat our bodies, how we treat ourselves. It's sometimes just really basic for some people, and then it's really in-depth for other people. So it might be hair and makeup. I was explaining this to another lady that this was showing up because this is the 5th day self-love has been showing up in all my readings and healing, so it must be important right now. Getting our hair and makeup done for someone might be important, your nails, dressing nicely, that sort of thing. So you feel like you love yourself. You're like, yeah, I feel like I look nice. I smell nice. I have like my favorite coconut oil that I put all over my body. My favorite essential oil going in the background, like a peppermint or something that's very grounding. Simple things like that that you do for yourself. If you were dating yourself and you wanted to make yourself feel special, what would you do? Okay. So I'm doing free energy scans, okay, that I'm adding into my healing if you're interested in that. If you are asking a question you want to pay, just put paid. That's underneath my link tree, and I'll just check for your payment, okay? If that's what you want to work on right now. So we have take time and slow down. We already did that one. If you want to rewatch this, you can watch it on YouTube, okay? Same name, so you can find me that way too. Deep breaths is what we're going into. So would you like to know that you can incorporate more deep breathing in your day-to-day so you can relax and kind of melt into the energy a bit more? And so just agreeing, so this is called Theta Healing Downloads. That or something better in divine timing. So I'm getting that somebody's hurt you. Okay, this is general for everybody. Somebody's hurt you, and because they like backstabbed you or they caused you pain, that's what's kind of causing the like and even me doing that is like making me kind of be like triggered. I'm like, oh yes, I know what you're talking about. I'm talking to myself here. So yeah, I relate to some past stuff coming up for me with some pain for sure. What about you? Is there anything showing up for you in this group healing? Or somebody's called just you pain? Feel free to share. It's 11:11 to have that question answered, okay? I'm just paying my bio. I'd love to help you. Okay. So we can let go of the pain, but do you want to know where the pain comes from? Like, do you know? Mine's attached to my mother. That's what's showing up for me. It's showing up in relation to a friend and some people that friend's attached to. That person's attachments. I feel like it's coming from a few different sources. Yeah, me too. So do you want to let go of anybody that is showing up in your energy field right now that you're releasing? Do you want to let go of those people that are showing up for you in your energy field around this situation? You want to cut any energy cords? Any energy cords that are attached to you and those people? I'm hearing agree to disagree as well, so let's let it all go. Let's just dump it. Let's just cleanse it. Let's cut any cords. It's a bit of a cord cutting exercise, okay? Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. So we feel lighter. Good. Yeah. Julie, you could really benefit from those Reiki trainings. I'm telling you. And then just my suggestion, if you can afford it, is just do it for as long as you feel called, right? And then just take your time with it because there's a lot of energy there. All right. Yeah, it's more about the attunement. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Perfect. So we did take time and slow down and deep breaths. I wrote down cultivating a new path. So if we can do a visualization exercise, okay? If you look into future and you are cultivating a new path, and I didn't mean to ignore you, a lot of PTSD followed I think by an aggression or followed by aggression. PTSD and followed by aggression. I'll throw that down. PTSD and aggression. Please like and tap the screen as well if you're here. I know we don't have many people, but it's helpful because of aggression. Okay. Well, PTSD and aggression, they're coming together as two separate things. They're together, but they're separate, so I just wrote them down. Okay. But I know what you mean. You can go into depth with it if you want, since we're sharing energy here. This is a safe space. We're all supporting each other. I kind of wish that people would support each other a little bit more when I'm asking these questions, like, what do you do about this? So for instance, how do you incorporate deep breathing into your lifestyle? Specifically to you. Do you catch yourself? You're just like, oh my God, I'm such a shallow breather. I need to take time to stop and breathe. Do I go into the bathroom to take 5 minutes for myself just to breathe? You guys catch me doing that here. I'm taking a washroom break, but I'm taking a breath break because it's a lot of energy. So taking a step away, turning your phone off, creating boundaries. Yes, bathroom away from everybody. So I was listening to the radio yesterday and they said something like some people drink beer in the bathroom. They take time for themselves, really. Like women or men might take a bubble bath with a glass of wine and a book, right? For sure. So as we take a moment here to look into, so if you're just hopping on and you want an energy scan, let me know. And we'll add you into our Theta healing. This is going to be underneath my YouTube channel as well for afterwards, so you can listen to all the messages that come through and see how they resonate with you. You can scroll to the end of this, whatever you want. So as we look into future, as we're cultivating a new path for yourself, what do you see in your new future? In a visualization, do you see mountains? Do you see the beach? Do you see things being peaceful and quiet as we have peace coming up here for someone else? What do you see in this new pathway? I know there's someone here working on a new home, a new environment, maybe a relationship with self, maybe a new relationship with somebody else. Maybe it's being healthier. Some people have health issues here. Maybe it's working on doing more energy healing if that's something you want to be doing. All right, nothing's showing up for anybody. Okay, so we're going to move on to peace. So would you like to know that it's safe for you to have peace in your life moving forward? And if so, just saying yes. Deep breath. This is probably related to cultivating the new path together. Why I was seeing it showing up for everybody. Oh yeah, that feels good. There's still some stuff going on around the heart chakra. Okay, so do you want to let go of any PTSD or aggression that's showing up in your life as well? And you want to replace that with trusting yourself moving forward? And if so, just agree. Yeah, and let's let that go on all levels. So that could be past life too. And let's release any anxiety showing up as well that's no longer serving you, attached to that. And I'm getting the word compromise. So would you like to know that it's safe for you to compromise with other people? Only if you want that, just agree. That or something better in divine timing. Now it's moved up into the throat chakra. So I was kind of saying an overactive throat chakra with Joanna. And we have some heart chakra showing up for some other people. Seems to be a theme. So this is still going to relate to the other people that are going to listen later as well, which is great. Good. Very common. Yeah. Sun, water, my children, my dogs, joy. I love that. Love that, love that, love that. So let's emphasize on bringing more and amplifying these energies into your life that you are manifesting, that you're attracting in your visualization, that or something better in divine timing. And it'll show up in different ways, okay? So if you have a question, you can pay to get it answered, okay? That's underneath my link tree, just put pay that you're doing that. If you want a free energy scan, then we can add you into our healing. You're welcome to do that as well, okay? Just put energy scan and I'll see what's coming through for you. Otherwise, we might be almost finished here. This is called Theta healing, and when I do the energy scan, I'm doing Reiki healing. It's all, I do a reading in my healing, I do healings in my readings. It's all together. Thank you, Dean, for the follow. I appreciate you. Okay. So any last bits that came through in that before we integrate that energy? Keep in mind, you can watch this on the replay. It'll be helpful for you to re-listen to re-say yes to these things, because sometimes things show up differently in a month. Okay, I have 2,200 videos underneath my YouTube channel, so yes, you should watch there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto my YouTube channel next and do some free readings there, okay? So if you're hopping off of here and you want a free reading over on my YouTube channel, come on and catch me live. Make sure you click the bell button so you get notifications and that you're subscribed as well, okay? So let's integrate with permission. Everybody that says yes, that said yes to all your Theta healing downloads with permission. Letting that all flow in. Good. All right, Julie. Make sure you message me. Thank you so much for connecting. Any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, okay? Thanks so much for being here. I'm going onto my YouTube channel. If you're just hopping on here, guys, click my link tree. Okay, sounds good. Click my link tree. It's Healing Lady Online over there. Free readings. We're going to use the same card deck and see what comes through for you. Okay. Textual practice. Would you like your 3 cards now? If you're here, you can ask 1 question with 3 cards because you're a subscriber before I head off. And guys, subscribing is another great way to get free messages. And then I'm going over to my YouTube channel, Textual Practice, if you're not there yet. Okay, what is your question? Do you have one? If not, you can give me a general area of focus. I'll be back on later as well, but I'm going to go onto my YouTube channel. All right. Textual practice, you have news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. Outgoing, creative, and confident, mischievous, okay? So when this shows up, this says that we have great ideas, great potential. So it only takes this spark to ignite a fire. So if you look up the page of fire, okay, you'll get more information. But the word creative showed up for us a lot in our theme today, because I've been on here for quite some time. So it's telling you to be creative in ways that you're starting new, starting fresh, starting businesses. So you've been in my membership group for a while. Have you watched the income program by chance? That's underneath the pro level. The income program. Okay. That's for like self-employment and things like that. Thank you very much. I feel much better than this morning. You were amazing. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. I'll see you underneath YouTube if you're hopping on there, okay? You're welcome. Then you have the 9 of fire. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Created is another word. Have courage and believe in yourself, okay? So believing in yourself. This says even if things are tough, stick with it. Stick with it, okay? This is like when times are almost like tough, when you're like so close to the end, but you're just like sweating and you're exhausted. It's just saying don't give up, okay? And then you have Page of Fire showing up as your 3rd card, still saying that everything comes back to like this little bit of spark, this little bit of idea. So it feels like you're going to be in the idea world for a while because you're in the creative world. And that's how it kind of works. Listen, I relate to that when I'm doing readings, when I'm doing healings. It's like every day is new. I'm self-employed, so every day I'm recreating, right? Every day I don't have a job. So it makes sense. But yeah, you'll stick with it. Even when times are tough, you find that strength, okay? All right, so I'm going over to my YouTube channel, unless I have a paid. Does anybody want to do a paid reading? Just put paid in the comments if you're doing a paid, okay? But I'm doing free over on my YouTube channel here shortly. I'm going to get off here and go back on there, okay? So it's Healing Lady Online. Please subscribe. Please click the bell button that you can follow me and see me there. I don't really want to get off of here, but I think I'm due to eat some food. All right, YouTube it is. I'll see you there shortly. Bye for now.